we love sports just like you.
Welcome to the Team Podcast, episode 010. We made it all the way to 10.
It's our binary episode.
Right? There you go.
Almost time to retire.
What letter is that in binary?
I don't know.
I'm not a nerd.
Thought you had some knowledge to drop on us there.
That was it. I knew that it was binary.
Good call.
And that voice you just heard was Wells from the Horseplay Podcast. Say what's up, Wells.
What's up, ladies? Whoa. Never mind. Let me
Yep.
take that back.
It's a new day.
And to my right, we got the great DJ Smythe on the 1 and 2s.
What's going on? Not a DJ.
All right, guys. What's going on? What's going on this week? Smythe? Anything exciting? Anything new?
No, nothing new going on at all.
We're adults.
Boring.
We're adults. And
Right, I got nothing good happening.
Wells?
Just the start of another fantasy football week.
Mm-hmm.
Watching the Thursday night game in the background here through Smythe's arm.
Right?
But as he moves
Look at
it,
you.
just another week, man. It's Christmas holiday season coming up.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you say Merry Christmas or you say Happy Holidays?
Merry Christmas.
He's an
Merry
Xmas guy. Merry Xmas.
No, it's a whole big thing. You're not supposed to say Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas because you don't know people's.
I don't
orientation.
care. It's Christmas. I say Merry Christmas. Yeah. If you don't celebrate Christmas, that's fine. Tell me what you celebrate, and I'll wish you happy that.
I don't even care, man. I'm saying Merry Christmas because I want you to say it back to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying Merry Christmas. That's what I'm celebrating.
You're basically saying a greeting because tis the season. Right?
But you only say Merry Christmas to people you won't see
over Christmas. Yeah.
So like let's say
last
last day of your work before you go on holidays. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Is that the only time you say Merry Christmas?
Usually around Christmas.
I know, but like you're like the last time you see them before you go away for Christmas break.
I don't know,
Is
man.
that
There was
it?
this stripper at a strip club back in the day whose name was Christmas, and we always used to say
Merry Christmas every time you saw her.
No, there's I feel like I say that to people that I won't see on Christmas, or you know what I mean, and then like I'll say it to my family like
on Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, this episode we got a lot of stuff going, but I wanna start off the podcast with a little bit of a tangent here. Elevator etiquette. Elevator etiquette.
What?
So this morning I woke up, went to the elevator, and there was another person in the elevator with me. Obviously, I live on the 8th floor of a building, so there's another person in the elevator with me. So we're going down. Elevator stops on the 2nd floor. This guy kind of stumbles in, gets in the elevator, goes down to ground level. So he went down 1 floor. And then walked out. Me and the girl both looked at each other. You lazy SOB. I feel if you're going down 2 flights of stairs or going up, you should not take the elevator.
Why?
Yeah, because you're being lazy and you're holding everybody up. Because you can easily walk up 1 flight.
How do you know? How do you know it was an ailment or some sort of condition? How do you know?
Fine.
Did you ask him? Did you ask him?
He was fine.
He's clearly stumbling into the elevator. He's had a rough night.
No, he was tired. He didn't want to. He woke up.
That's grounds. I'm tired. I don't want to walk up these stairs.
I feel like my time.
I feel like he pays to be in the building to use the elevator, so he should have every right to use it.
You're saying this because that's you, Smythe. That's you're using the elevator going on 1 floor.
Where I used to work, we used to be on the 2nd floor, and I used to take the stairs because it was faster. But like, he's entitled to using the elevator, no?
Yeah, what?
No.
Let him use the elevator if he wants to use the elevator.
I hate that.
Just not when you're on it. Just say it like that.
Yes, not when I'm on it.
Right. Well,
what if he's had some like sort of history of he's got like some phobia of stairs,
he just can't do them.
and he went to a building. He's like, oh, I finally found a building I like that has an
take the
elevator to the 2nd floor.
I guarantee you there is a phobia of stairs.
For sure. People who have
someone tweet
slipped.
at me what it is.
Someone, maybe he slipped on them one time. Maybe he's had a family member slip on them one time. Maybe, I don't know, man. You don't know.
Another thing about elevators, when you see someone come out of the door or come out of their apartment unlocked, do you and the elevator's there and you get the elevator, do you lean over and say, hey, you're going down? Do you guys do that?
Lean over?
You stop the elevator and go, hey, are you going down? And you stop the elevator and wait for them.
It's funny you mention this because today I was leaving for work this morning. And one of my neighbors came out at the same time I did, but he had to go put something into the trash compactor, right? And so I hit the down button. I figured by the time he'd come back, we would have been like
meet at the same time.
Yeah.
So you held the elevator for him.
But I kind of did for a sec, but there's also like 4 or 5 people in the elevator going down, right? Because it's like rush hour. Not rush hour, but like...
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, whatever.
And so then I see the compact door still open and he's still in there. And I'm like, gotta go. So I kind of Homer Simpson back into the bushes of the elevator. And just
Peaced
like,
out on him?
Yeah.
That
Like,
is
But shouldn't you yell into the hallway, hey, are you going down?
no.
Then the people in the elevator will understand why you're holding the elevator.
They don't care.
Uh-oh.
They all got headphones in.
I would hold it still.
They're like, what's going on?
I would hold it for you, Wells. I would hold it for you.
Yeah, that's different, right? Like, I have had people do that, and like, you coming down, and I'm like, yes, and then I like, run or jog.
I've had a girl on my floor. She saw me come out of my apartment, got in the elevator, and just went down. So, I just feel elevator etiquette, my friends.
Man, you gotta fight for yourself, man. You gotta sometimes you
Fight
gotta
for yourself in this elevator world.
Yeah, you do. You can't be waiting for everyone, because then like now you do it once and someone says thank you, you gotta do it every time, right? But what if you're in a rush, or what if I don't know, man? It's just
I'd wait.
you got a twisted view of elevator etiquette.
All right. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get to the show. We'll start.
This is the show.
Oh yeah, sorry. Get back into
This is the elevator episode, guys.
nothing but elevators all day.
Yeah,
Another
welcome to the
story
Team
about
Podcast. We've transitioned into elevators, escalators, whatever else get you from.
I wonder if there's a podcast on elevators. Elevators and stairs.
I mean,
There's a podcast on everything.
No.
There's
There
a
is
po-
one now.
there's
This
a-
episode is clearly
There's
about...
got to be a podcast about people bitching about elevators, how they're always down in their buildings. Because I feel like for my building, which has 4, it's always like a rotation of 3 that are working.
Mine has 3, and there's always a rotation of 2.
Yeah.
And when that one elevator goes down, it seems like you're waiting forever. It seems like you're waiting forever.
All right, I guess we'll talk sports.
All right, let's talk sports. I suppose, or not. We don't have to really.
Well,
It's our
elevators
podcast.
are-
We can do whatever we want.
Right? I mean, elevators are very interesting. I just...
Anybody see the pictures of the X-Men?
X-Men.
Yeah, the Phoenix movie that's coming out. The pictures came out
Oh, man.
of Phoenix and stuff like that. No, okay.
Who's playing Phoenix?
the girl
Sophie
from,
Turner.
The girl from Game
Oh,
of
Game
Thrones.
of Thrones?
Yeah.
What happened to... Okay, yeah, okay.
She died.
No. Remember they rebooted the series? You don't even remember.
Oh.
These comic book
I've
movies
seen
are
them.
just so.
The Apocalypse one wasn't good.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was not good.
Yeah.
I mean-
and we've seen this Phoenix story already with the original X-Men.
Yeah, which is sad. That's already happened.
Wait, so that chick from Game of Thrones was Jean Grey?
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what?
You just blocked that movie out of your memory.
Yeah. It's
Which
a pretty
one?
good casting.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse was not that good.
Yeah, well, she was
Future
Jean Grey
Past
in
was good.
Future
Yes.
Past was but now this is the one after Future Past.
Yeah, so I was confused where it is in the storyline.
I'm confused too.
Because they incorporated the previous X-Men people into the Future Past one, so I was kind of like, what? And then Logan came out this year, and it's like...
Logan's not part of the storyline at all.
But
Well,
it
he's dead.
involves people from...
He's dead. He is part of the storyline, but he's dead.
Wait, what do you mean he's dead?
He's still part of that storyline. Logan is part of that same
Yeah.
storyline.
Spoiler
But
alert,
he's
guys.
dead. Spoiler alert, a movie that came out 3 years
No,
ago.
well, they're all dead. So wasn't Logan the end of the...
Logan,
Days of Future
Professor
Past
X,
storyline?
and Caliban
Yes.
were the only 3
No,
left.
not Day of Future Past. It was the end of the X-Men storyline. They're all dead. Professor Xavier killed them all. Spoiler alert.
What?
Yes, in
He
Logan,
killed every
Professor
mutant. He freaked
Xavier
out and killed all the
X-Men.
mutants. Killed everybody.
Oh, why?
He killed every mutant.
I watched
He had
that.
a seizure.
Yeah, he killed them.
Oh, yeah, that's why he's in that thing.
He had a
Yeah,
moment.
he had a seizure and killed them
Got
all.
it,
In the
got it.
comic books, it was Wolverine who killed them all, but they changed it.
Wait, no, there's still one mutant left.
Well,
there's
now the new
mutants.
kids.
There's super mutants,
There's
but
the
I don't think they're going to continue that.
X-12 or
Because if Disney buys them all, get ready, guys. They're going to reboot it again.
Well, they know what they're
Yeah,
doing.
and then merge it with this new cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Because that
I think they'll reboot everything except for Deadpool because Deadpool's working.
But
And-
Devil's not a part of the.
yes, he is.
It's not a part of the Disney one.
Yes, he. Oh, not Disney one. Like it's part of the Fox one. Though.
Yeah.
But didn't
right.
Ryan Reynolds pay for that himself, the first one?
Yeah, but now they made so much money.
Yeah,
Obviously, Fox gave
he's
them a
on
bunch of
back.
money. But I feel they'll just keep it the same since it's working, and you can just put Deadpool in anything, really, pretty much.
They're gonna ruin them. They should just made that one movie. That's it. That's all I should have done.
Well, the
Yeah, they
second one's
should've.
going to be good too. It's
Is
not
it
like-
though?
Is it?
It is
Is
because
it?
they didn't. It's not like they brought in other characters.
No, but now they give them a bigger budget.
Yeah, bigger
and-
budget. It's gonna be like so tongue in cheek. I know the first one was, but I think that's why it was so good. This one won't be as revolutionary. Or
When you
as
got a gorilla, when they give you a small budget and you got to like kind of guerrilla things, you become super creative,
savvy.
Yeah,
super creative and
Yeah.
savvy. Now they give you a bigger budget. It's like, oh,
Let's just do the same thing, but more. That's
more CGI,
explosions.
but
Yeah.
better.
Let's get Jerry Bruckheimer to blow up everything.
Just don't bring
Michael
the
Bay.
other Marvel
Michael Bay.
characters into it. I think
Michael
you'll
Bay.
be fine, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, the other X-Men characters, which they're bringing none of them. But anyway, sports guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's do it.
I suppose. Let's start with the NFL, as we usually do, as we want to. And we're going to start with teams that hate Wells. Teams that hate Wells.
Why?
If-
Why do they hate me?
Because somebody's got 9 wins.
because if you notice, Wells always tells you guys that certain teams aren't real and they're going to
Yeah.
keep losing, like Saints, the Ravens, the Seahawks,
The Bills. The Bills.
the Bills. Every time Wells says a team's going to lose, is end up winning. And right now we're watching Saints and the
Falcons.
Falcons play right now on the Thursday nighter.
So what do you want to say?
I don't know. They just hate you. That's
Why?
all. It's just because they win despite you.
No, you know what they go out and they're like, we're gonna prove that guy wrong.
They heard you. They heard you on the podcast because they all listen to the team.
And week after week, they
They're like,
just
we're gonna prove Wells wrong. Week after week after
bludgeon
week.
your opinions.
All right, so let's go. Let's go.
Let's start with the Seahawks.
You want to start with Seahawks? Yes, a team that, to be fair, me and Wells both said these guys were probably done and they were gonna win anymore.
Yeah.
And then they come out with this huge win.
That was a big win.
Yeah.
That was a nice win.
Yeah. Which now they are 8-4, second in the division behind the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like Russell Wilson, he's just doing it by himself. I don't know, Smythe. Did you?
You know what? He's playing as good as advertised right now. If they squeak their way into the playoffs, there's no doubt in my mind it's all because of him. Now, that being said, they're 8-4. They're holding onto a wild card spot. We've already talked about what's happening in the South. Can they hold on to it? And that's the question. Like, if the Saints lose today, right now, with 4 losses, they're in jeopardy of falling out.
Other playoff spot.
Well, yeah, one more loss, and it looks like you don't make it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we still got 4 games left for everyone, right?
Yeah.
I was impressed a lot by the Seahawks, but I felt like the Eagles had a clunker coming eventually, right? But the way they were steamrolling everyone, I didn't think it would be this game against the Seahawks, who I thought were
Decimated.
Yeah, well, they are. That's, to put it lightly, they're decimated. But it's quite amazing, and I'm sure we're going to get into it later with the MVP talk, I know, because I previewed the thing. But Russell Wilson has led this team, this offense, who doesn't have any real running back. They've got healthy wide receivers, and they've somehow resuscitated Jimmy Graham's career.
That was a surprise to me. I was like, I thought it was done.
But he's led this team to become more of a offensive team,
Yep.
as opposed to defensive team, which we've known them for the last few years, right?
Well, they hold the Eagles to 10 last week. That's
That's impressive.
with a beat up secondary.
Yeah.
You know what I
right?
mean?
So you can't say they
And
don't
their
play
O-line.
defense.
But like the way that Wilson's played with this O line, which is probably garbage, one of the worst in the league. It's amazing to see what he's done, scrambling, throwing.
It seems to be all
creating
Wilson,
offense.
Man. Like, it really seems to be all
Well,
Wilson.
it's tough to say that a team relies on one player, especially they have an offense and a defense.
Unless you're Green Bay.
But no, hey, Green Bay is still somehow kicking.
Yeah, there's so many teams as well.
Well, think of it this way: like they beat Philly, that's fine. They're going to go to Jacksonville, then the Rams come to them, then they're at Dallas, Arizona, auto win, okay. But if you
Is it, though?
survive these next 3 weeks,
How is Arizona an auto win?
they're not playing for anything. Who cares? Like whatever. It's not. What are
Pride,
they doing,
man.
Well, yeah, thanks, pride. So you
Again,
got to.
the players play. The upper office doesn't play. They're not playing for anything. But players play for their jobs. They don't want to just go out there and just, I'm not going to play. They play for their jobs. So
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
people
to
are
say-
still
yeah.
making
Yeah.
people are still playing for money, for contracts, for future money, right? Like,
Yeah, but I don't think they pose a threat to if these next 3 weeks are
Yeah.
a Seattle season.
Yep.
And Dallas is playing for their lives, so none of them are easy. You're gonna see how good they are. Can they go 3-0?
No,
I don't think it's possible.
Jaguars. That's gonna be a good game.
Yep.
Yeah. The Rams probably a tough game too as well.
Very tough.
The Ravens. How are they doing this, Smythe? How are they winning games? I don't like Flacco, excuse me.
Luco.
Ooh.
That was good. Their schedule.
I don't trust him, and it's just
They don't.
I don't.
They don't have a threatening schedule. If you look at
Ravens?
it, even top to bottom, they probably played 4 good teams all year. So I can see 7 wins with the schedule they have here. The rest of the way, they lose to Pittsburgh. Okay, they beat Cleveland, they beat Indy, they beat Cincinnati, and they're done. Before Detroit, Houston, Green Bay, Tennessee, Miami, Chicago. You have your Oakland, Pittsburgh. Okay, but like this schedule is not tough. So you can understand their record based on that. Them finishing 10-6, very realistic. And them squeezing at the wild card, very realistic. But it's a weak schedule. It isn't
Well, I understand
a
the
good
schedule,
team.
but what I asked you is how are they doing this?
Yeah,
What
you just
you
say
went
who
off
they're
on the
playing.
schedule. Anyway,
they're
Wells,
not playing.
Wells, can you answer the question?
They're not
How
playing
are they
elite
doing-
teams. Like if you don't play hard teams, you could win a lot of games. This is
Yeah,
really
but they're
what's
playing
happening.
NFL teams, right? Like, it's not like these are bad teams they're playing. Now they're going to get a test this Sunday.
Yeah,
I mean,
against Steelers.
again, it's another AFC North matchup. Classic Ravens or Steelers probably be decided within 3 points. But they got Danny Woodhead back, which I mean, it may not be a huge get, but he does open up that offense a lot more. Seems like Flacco's kind of resuscitated himself again in the second half. Well, him and Mike Wallace is starting to come alive.
Yeah.
He's finding his targets.
Seems more defense to me.
And sure,
Yeah,
I mean,
seems
Baltimore's
more
always
defense,
pride
yeah.
themselves on defense, but they haven't been that great. I mean, I was scared of Baltimore teams before when the Steelers used to play them. Not so much now. I mean, they're getting older, right? But
You're talking about the ones with Ray Lewis on them?
Ray Lewis,
Those-
sure, yeah.
Those teams were a lot
Ed
better.
Reed,
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs when he was younger.
Those teams were way better. This team,
Sizzle.
like looking at this team going in, I didn't.
T.
I
Sizzle
didn't see
from
this.
Ball So Hard University.
Yeah, going in, I didn't see this. This seemed again.
Well, what do you think? Like, what do you think is
It seems like defense, the offense. I just don't trust Flacco. I don't think he's that great of a quarterback.
yeah, but he's getting paid $20 million a year, so
Yeah, okay. Doesn't matter how much you're getting paid
because he won a Super Bowl.
Doesn't matter how much you're getting paid. It's.
Well, there's a
It's the
reason why they
performance
pay
of-
him so much money.
I mean, they put up 44 points last week. So to me, saying the
Yeah,
offense
against
yeah,
Detroit, right?
yeah. So me saying
Which
the
is
offense,
actually
I
kinda
don't
surprising.
Yeah, it is. So me saying actually the offense isn't
Oh, and
that great is.
what's his name? Alex Collins, the revelation, like their third string running back coming into this year, has kind of just due to injuries and everything, has kind of just slid right in.
It's been the year of the
Actually,
running
he was their fourth string
Yeah.
running back.
Oh, is that okay?
Well, they had Danny Woodhead who went out like in the first snap of the season.
That's right. Yes.
And then they had
I forgot about that.
Terrence West get hurt, and then they had Javorius Allen was their back, who was okay, but then they gave this ball to Collins kid, and he's just ran with it. No pun intended.
It's been a year of the running back now, eh? Like it seems
It's-
like running backs have like come back into the
Well,
fold.
You
It's
get
like,
running backs in the fourth
It's-
round in
it's-
this league now. But like,
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. You're finding gem running backs in like the 4th, 5th, 6th round. Like Kamara came in like the 3rd, I think. Like Kareem Hunt was
Yeah.
in the 2nd or 3rd. Like they're finding these guys who aren't playing for big colleges, right? And they come in and they just, it's all about your system and how it works.
But it
man.
seems like to me like now in the NFL it's like a more balanced. Like okay, you need a running game to take some of that pressure off that quarterback now. It seems like and this is the year. I think it started off with the Cowboys when people saw how much success the Cowboys were getting. But
You're also seeing more 3-back running back
Yes.
sets, right? You're
Yeah.
not
Running
seeing like
back
one
committee.
stud.
There's
you're
no
seeing,
more.
you're seeing
Like the Eagles.
committees. You're seeing guys. One guy who can pass rush. One guy who can run, receive well, right?
Yeah.
Like there's so many different types of running backs now, as opposed to like the old like Jerome Bettis just stomp through everyone, run up the field.
That's it.
Now you've got a passing back, a blocking back, a old fashioned tailback, right?
yep, first down back,
Yeah, exactly.
receiving back. It's but like, look at the Ravens. How many teams have they beaten over 500?
No, I agree with you too on that point.
well, they had a soft schedule going in too.
But they've won the games they should lately.
All year they won the games they should.
Well, they started off what 3-5.
yeah. So. Oh, I thought you had. I was waiting for somebody to say something because I thought you had a point. to
My
make.
only point was that.
So if
this-
you can look
this
at the
team-
wins they've had, who do you think is like a deserved? Like they beat Tennessee, right?
yeah.
Tennessee's these are
No, sorry,
They
they
lost
did not
Tennessee.
beat Tennessee. I'm
Tennessee's
sorry,
8-4.
but Jacksonville's beaten them. Pittsburgh's beaten them. Right? They
We're talking
lost.
about that-
Chicago's the one game they should have won. Minnesota's beaten them. They lost to Tennessee the first time.
Well, now looking at now, you say Chicago should have beaten them.
It's weird though because like Chicago beat the Steelers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
They only have what 4 wins, 3 wins.
I don't know. I
Chicago
don't
has 3 wins, 3-9.
like. I don't feel like I don't think the Ravens do anything great. I just think they're not playing a high caliber
They're not playing high team.
schedule. So Pittsburgh will trounce them this week, and then they go on a 3-game winning streak to end the season.
Who was that, Wells? Who scored?
Freeman.
Freeman.
Oh yeah, my fantasy team. Oh wait, I'm out.
I've somehow managed to lose 6 games in a row, yet still be able to make it to the last playoffs.
Do you just delete your app now at this point? What? Do you just delete
No.
your app now at this point? Like,
No.
Yeah, right.
Do
I'm
you
like,
even
are
look
you
at
done
it?
at
For
this
the rest of the league, you have to beat certain teams, right?
guess.
Imagine you just like folded and like some other guy needed to make it to the playoffs, and you had to beat that team you're facing, like, and you're just like, no, I'm not going to check my thing. I'd be pissed.
I thought of dropping all my players for $100.
My partner, she hasn't checked into fantasy in like 4 weeks, just because she just like was like, whatever. I can't. I think I talked to
Do
Mom
people
and I-
pay to enter the league?
Yeah, they pay to get in the league. It's like
I'd be
$50.
pissed.
So she was like,
I would have booted her.
so she's not paying attention at all. But I think she got like 3 or 4. She's won 3 or 4 in the last week. So
Oh, she ended up winning. Yeah,
She
that's funny.
ended up winning anyway.
Funny how that works, eh? Sit in front of your fantasy team for an hour before Sunday. You're like, I think this is the lineup. I think this is gonna. I think Robbie Anderson's gonna go off. I think Freeman's gonna do a good job. And then you just stare and you're like, what?
What happened?
What happened? Where'd I go wrong? These guys, the projections.
Meanwhile, the computer's just putting in people for her.
Yeah.
And
Having a great time.
Let's move on to another topic: the MVP race. Who do you got in your MVP race, Smythe?
I mean, I think Drew Brees should be in the conversation.
Yeah,
I do. I really do. But
We had this conversation before.
I know 5 minutes. I just wanted to say it on record that I think Drew Brees should be in the conversation.
Why? Why?
Because he's having
Don't tell me just because of wins. Why?
he's having a great year. What do you want from the guy? He's throwing for a lot of yards, throwing a lot of touchdowns. He's got his team clicking all cylinders, and we didn't expect it. That's an MVP candidate to me personally.
I think the coach got the team
Well,
because
whatever.
they're winning with what they traditionally haven't been winning with was defense and a running game. Traditionally, yes, Drew Brees was the offense of that team, but now it's just
yeah.
But you're
It's
going to
not
say
him. It's
Drew
not him.
Brees is not contributing or what?
no,
Like,
he's contributing,
So-
but it's not on his shoulders. Like they have a running game, they have defense now,
it's not his fault the team doesn't suck. What do you want from the guy?
but it's not his. But it's not.
all him.
All him like it was before.
Yeah.
Before when they won the Super Bowl, yes, you can say yes. This guy's throwing people
They
open.
actually have a defense this
yeah,
year.
this guy's throwing people open. He's keeping the defense off the field.
So
you
you're
can say
saying
that.
because of that he can't be an MVP candidate?
Not in my eyes, anyway.
All right, well that's
Not in my eyes.
all right
But there's other guys who are more deserving.
Yes.
on this team.
Yes.
No. I would say
On that
they
team.
have one guy on that team that's more deserving than him.
There we go.
Was he is he having a better? Like I don't. Is he leading the league in anything? I don't get it.
What's Drew
No,
Brees
is that-
leading the league in?
I don't know, man. He's doing
Do
pretty.
you
good.
have to lead the league in something to be an MVP?
I do think you do have to lead the league in something.
What if you led the league in yards from scrimmage?
you should be MVP?
Okay, there you go.
Jesus.
What if you're a rookie doing it?
Nah, it's not the same.
What?
Rookies
No,
don't win MVP.
why?
I don't
Why?
know. Well, Breeze is third in passing.
Third place.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's second, and then you know who's first.
Yeah. The
left.
real MVP.
Yeah, but then so your other candidates: Carson Wentz, Tom Brady,
Yeah.
and that's 3. And then you put the rookie in there for sure.
Whoa. What's 3? I'm not putting Breeze in there.
I put Breeze in.
Yeah, you put Breeze in. Nobody else is putting Breeze
Okay,
but you.
give me your top 3, Smite.
I just said my top 3.
I only have 2.
I'm confused.
He said Carson Wentz, Tom Brady, and
Drew Brees.
Okay. I have 2 of those.
I only
three.
have 2.
Who do you have?
You-
Let me guess. Wentz and Brady.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But we just talked about Russell Wilson.
Oh, sorry, Wilson. Sorry, yeah,
So we
Wilson.
got
Sorry,
3.
I got 3 now. Yes. Is that your 3?
I got those 3, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I hate the fact that Brady's going to win it.
You think you're not going to give Carson Wentz?
No, because
I
this is the downfall of Carson Wentz. Is he lost? They just showed he went into prime time on a Sunday night,
And lost.
and it's not like he like gave the game away or anything, but like he only put up 10 points against depleted secondary.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? I mean, unless he shows us the next couple games that he's
I think they're going to give Brady the MVP for Lifetime Achievement Award, basically. He is winning. He is deserving of it, and he is winning. But I think there's
One
gonna give it to him.
more time.
It's just Lifetime Achievement. This is probably going to be the last time we're going to be able to give him MVP.
but like he's doing it with
And
like,
he's winning. He is winning. Yeah.
He's doing it with no like. I mean, other than Gronk, like what stars? Cook's good. Yeah, I know. They went and traded for him. I get it. But like, Amendola's not a star.
Hogan.
it's playing well.
Hogan's out.
You're right.
He's got like Rex Burkhead.
Yes, but that's Tom Brady though.
If you
That's what I
could
mean.
catch
He
a
turned-
football,
he
But that's exactly
he
my
turned
point.
soup
My,
cans
my,
into-
my point exactly.
Yeah.
That's Tom Brady.
so he should be MVP.
Like you could honestly put anyone in that offense, and he would find a way to make
Yo,
you.
me,
a star.
you, Nash, and Tom Brady
I
would
would definitely
go
lean
12 and
overseas.
4.
I would definitely.
I
AFC
would
East.
I would rumble my way for a couple of vulture touchdowns on the 1 yard line. I'd do it. But he got us there, right? Like
Yeah.
that guy has probably made a lot of people so much money off of
No one gets paid.
contracts.
Who gets paid?
I just mean going to other teams.
Going to other
Yeah,
teams.
who gets paid?
No, going to other teams.
I know who gets paid.
What do you mean?
Wes
Like
Welker.
I can't think. Wes Welker is the only guy I can think of that Tom Brady got paid, and Gronk obviously through
Gronk,
staying.
yeah.
But guys leave for
Geno Smith's
peanuts.
gonna get paid. Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
Not Geno Smith.
Jimmy G, I don't think he's gonna get shit. I think they're gonna let him go.
He's gonna get paid. 100% he's gonna get paid.
Jimmy G, yeah, well he's gonna be on audition right now. He won. He won their second game of the year. He took them on the road to Chicago and they won.
Yeah, no, and he put up good numbers in the what was the week before that?
Well, he had one drive and he got a touchdown against Arizona.
Was it one drive? I thought he played for a whole quarter.
He literally came in. It was the last drive of the game. Beathard got hurt. He came in and he drove him down the field for a touchdown.
Oh, okay. I thought he played for the whole quarter.
No, he played for
yeah,
one drive. That's
one
it.
drive.
And he got a touchdown. Didn't get a touchdown last week. There was a field goal game.
Yeah,
Both
5
teams.
field goals. That guy's not.
But
No, man. Jimmy G is good.
I think he is.
I think he's.
I
I think he is.
think
if he can win a game with that team
Then
on
he's
the
good.
road, I think he's
he's
going to get paid.
You'll pick up a better quarterback in the draft. A better game ready quarterback.
Why do you always
No,
go to the
no
draft?
way.
Why do you
No,
always
there's no
go to
way.
the draft? They're gonna they're like
They have better-
teams
they
don't
can use that
magically
pick-
find quarterbacks in the draft. You have a
Listen.
good quarterback now.
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
work that way.
Why would
And
you
argu-
waste the pick on a
Wentz-
quarterback that
And
might turn out?
arguably, Cousin wants to go there. So you have two options. I always go with the guy I know rather than the guy I don't know. I'll always do that every time.
I would rather take my chance on a super talent. I mean, think of
What's super talent?
last year you got Wentz and Goff in the draft, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And look
Okay.
how their first year went.
Well, their first year is
And
rocky.
who the Browns get?
But who can
No,
Peyton
you
Manning?
can't. You can't.
And who did
include-
wait, now I'm asking, man, who did the Browns get? Because
Hey.
you would have told us, yeah, the Browns should go get a quarterback. Who did the Browns get?
Yeah, but the Browns.
Nobody.
That second year he might be great. Goff's first year was trash. Wentz's first year was trash. You don't know who these guys are in the first 5 seconds they play.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
but
My
like-
point is you don't know these guys, period.
You got
you don't know any of these
Watson.
guys.
Would you take Watson in Houston or Jimmy G?
Jimmy G.
Pick a guy,
No, I'm kidding.
right?
Watson.
And so
Wait. Watson post injury?
that this is the difference.
Well,
But
you
all
know,
I'm
you don't
saying
know
is
who's
that
gonna be. Yeah, he doesn't know who's gonna be.
there are certified stars coming out of the draft right now. You can't take
No, they're
this
not
old
certified. No one's a certified star. It's
Carson
Because they
Wentz is not a
because they haven't
certified
done it.
star.
No,
okay.
he's
Now
a
he
certified
is.
star.
It's
But
one
the-
year. It's the year 2.
No, it's
We're
my-
not saying 5 or 6 years
Okay.
on the line. These kids will
Okay.
be good.
So
year two.
do you think Mitchell Trubisky will be a certified star next year for the Bears?
I think he's their starter of the future. And I think,
wait.
hold on. I also think he's better than
That
Jimmy
question-
G right now. He's better than Jimmy G right now. He's better than Jimmy
Trubisky?
G today. Yes.
You're a
Today he's
good
better
kid.
than Jimmy
Garoppolo
G.
just went into Chicago in front of Trubisky and beat him.
So you think that Trubisky's potential is not better than Garoppolo right now? Because Garoppolo's not going to get any better. Tell me he's going to get better than he is.
How do you know that? He hasn't played.
The guy has not played a full season in the NFL.
Okay.
He played 2 full games.
All right.
He's played one. He played 2
Three
full
full
games
games,
last
three,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, he's played 3 full games in his
No, did he
career,
get hurt?
and he hasn't lost yet.
No, thing came in.
Brissett.
Yeah,
Brissett
100%.
You couldn't even make it to 4 games. You think that guy has potential to be a certified star in this league?
He's undefeated in his career as a starter.
Nice.
Undefeated.
You know what? You get points for that. But you and I both know you can get a better player in the draft next
don't.
year.
No, you don't.
Could,
the year
but you
after.
don't know that,
You
man.
don't know that.
You don't know until you take the training wheels off Garoppolo, which he's finally going to get to go out and play. And who knows what he does the rest of the year? He could stink it up, and then you're like, well, at least we tried and gave him a shot. Now we can go draft our super stud, whoever it is, next year.
There's just there is no way I bet the bank on this guy when I know there's stars coming out the draft. The last
No, actually, you don't know. You don't know that. That's what we're trying to tell you. You don't. Know
I understand the draft's never sure, but
that. Will stars emerge out of the draft? Sure, maybe, yes. Do you know which guy is going to do it? No, you don't. You have no idea.
you have studs in college that are ready to play at this level today.
Nobody. I don't remember anybody saying Carson Wentz was going to be this.
Listen, all
Nobody
those
said that.
teams had a chance to go try to trade for Garoppolo. All of them said we're going to take a chance in the draft and get a star.
Didn't the Browns pass up on Carson Wentz?
Yes, they
course they
traded down. They gave the Eagles the pick.
Yeah. Nobody knows who these guys are.
That's not
Nobody.
true. That's not true
Yeah,
at all
come
either.
on.
Like,
we knew he was the future of the Eagles when
These-
he came.
No,
We
you
knew
didn't.
Goff was the future of the
you
Rams when
didn't.
he came.
Your
Of course they
son
did.
lied to yourself. You didn't know that.
In his rookie season, they said this is the quarterback of the future. Even when he was throwing picks,
They're
even when
always
he
going
was
to say
throwing-
that.
So,
I guarantee you, look at every draft and every team. They're going to
So-
say, yes, this person we drafted is
were
our
the
future.
Eagles right or were they wrong?
Yeah, they were right that
Okay,
time.
okay.
Yes, they were right that time.
All right. Were the Rams right or were they wrong?
They were right that time.
Okay.
But I guarantee you, if you go to the Browns and they said, who they draft in that draft?
Kaiser?
when
This year.
Last year's draft.
last year
when
they
Wentz
just
was
they
drafted.
went down and they got I don't know, like a defensive player
Yeah,
probably.
whatever. I guarantee you when they drafted
They got Kaiser like in the 3rd round last
Okay.
year.
I guarantee when they drafted him, they stood up in front of a podium and said, yes, this is our quarterback for the future. This is our player for the future. Every single team does that. Every team does that.
I don't know.
You don't
I
know who these
didn't. I
guys
didn't
are.
expect Kaiser to be a winner.
Okay, but then like who do you think out of the draft next year will be that guy?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry, yeah, I was like, wow.
I'm not
So then
claiming,
how can
I'm
you
not
say
claiming
that?
their
That's a
stars there.
guaranteed star waiting.
I'm saying these
There's
teams.
actually next year's gonna be a heavy QB draft.
Thank you. Well, every year it's heavy QB draft now.
Yeah, but like you just don't
Well,
know.
all the athletes play QB. You're going to get a good QB, and that's what the Patriots said. We're going to get a QB for the future in this draft. We don't need Jimmy G. We don't need Brissett. We're going to find the future because the
You know
college
who-
right now is stockpiling these running quarterbacks, and you'll find a kid that can play in there. You don't have to, wait or sit back or develop a player for 4 or 5 years. That's the past.
The Buccaneers are still waiting on Winston to emerge.
No, he had a good start to the year. The Buccaneers aren't I don't think that's a tough division. What do you want from them?
Well,
What's the chance of them getting out of that
apparently for
division?
he's a star.
has-
He's a great player.
He's not that good.
He is a great player.
And he has like some of those comical like turnovers.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott was a 3rd round pick though.
I know, but to his point, there's stars coming out all the time. You get a quarterback, and that's it.
But no, if
Dak
you're gonna
Prescott,
if you're gonna be a
he's a-
star, you got to come out. Like if you're saying what you're saying is if they're a star, they're coming out of the 1st round, like the first pick overall.
Yeah,
right?
they are a top
Like,
pick.
yeah.
They are your future pick. The Prescott, he was not supposed to play. We can't even.
Yes, you're right.
Right, like he wasn't meant to be on the field at all.
He was a quarterback for the future.
Right. Well, he was a quarterback,
And he had a great
wasn't the
first year that
quarterback.
now he's got this thing hanging over him that he's supposed to be like an elite quarterback.
I think
like,
it'll be good.
He hasn't
in the
played
long run.
poorly.
No, I think it'll be good in the long run. But whatever. Like the same thing with Russell Wilson when he first came in. It was 50-50 split, and I was on the other end of that, saying that he was bad. He was bad. The only reason he was good because of the defense and Marshawn Lynch. But now he's had time to season, and he's coming to his own. Now he's
and that's why I
one
think
of the best.
Garoppolo. I mean, really, we're only basing him on 3 full games and 1
Under
quarter.
the Patriots, yeah. under
And
the
he has
Patriots.
not lost any of those games, and you can't give him the loss for the 1 quarter he played. I just think we should give him a chance, and I think San Fran should give him a chance. I think it was stupid when they said they were going to play him for the year because he's a free agent. So what do you like?
That was the stupidest thing I've heard in a long
But-
time. You trade for a guy, we'll bench him.
But like when we were talking about Brady giving other people money, look who he's giving money to now. Because Garoppolo's going to get paid no matter what. Someone's going to take him. Someone needs him, right?
Someone is going to
and
well pay him.
And Brissett, no one thought he would have a good year like he did this year.
Yeah, but
and, I mean, I know he's playing on a losing team, but he has not been the reason why that team loses.
no, but like what are they gonna do with him next year?
Who?
Brissett.
Well, he's going to get paid.
Okay.
Whether he gets traded or he gets signed by someone else, he's proven that he can start. He can hang in most games.
Is someone gonna start him? You think?
Yes.
Buffalo.
There's always a job. Maybe,
There's
sure,
always-
Buffalo.
yes. Someone's going to start him.
There's 32
Someone.
teams,
Yeah.
all looking for 3 quarterbacks each.
And so many teams hate their quarterbacks. Bring them to the Giants. Bring them to the Jets.
The Giants are going to look for a quarterback.
Yep. If you like.
Shoot, they might even draft quarterback in the 1st round. There's a
Probably.
lot. There's a lot of quarterbacks. I'm looking at you, Lamar Jackson,
I
Heisman
think-
Trophy candidate.
You like Lamar Jackson?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
I just heard his name. And
No. I mean, like I don't know him personally.
No, as a player. I was talking as a player.
He's not a
I'm
friend
still
of
talking as a
mine.
player.
He's not a buddy of mine.
I don't know. He could be good. It's tough, man. The transition from college when you're like we've seen it so many times, like guys who are Heisman Trophy candidates or winners, and like they just blew up the stat sheets in college, and then come to the real thing, and they just like
Heisman Trophy winners almost never win Super Bowl.
Well, it's hard.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, it's
But also, like,
they almost never.
But if you're a Heisman Trophy winner, you're usually getting drafted by a crap team because you're getting picked.
That is also
you know
true.
what I mean?
That is also true.
You know what I mean? Like, but like you look at some guys like Manziel who've bombed, flaked out. Geno Smith was, one of those he's a first round draft pick, and look how he turned out, right?
Yeah. Well, a lot of those
Teddy
kids,
Bridgewater, like I know he got hurt, but
a lot of kids can't make throws in the pros though. Like, to be honest, their arms don't cut it. Like
Brandon Weeden, first round draft pick, that didn't turn out.
Well,
so
a lot of times, what you guys say is like, as soon as they get on the field, it's like, geez, they're fast. Like, these guys are coming at me so fast.
In the NFL, that is the best player
on every team.
from a team that you've maybe faced. You know what I mean? Like those are the best players from college.
Yeah.
But
they're the best players, better than the best players from college. You know what I mean? Like because like there's only so many people in college who don't get drafted.
Yeah. Well, the thing about like the kids coming out of college now are prepared to make the throws at that level.
Yeah.
When they know they're going, they're preparing to throw, and we're seeing kids are just torching the NCAA right now because they're not playing for college. They understand the college game. They know they're elite in the college game. They're preparing to throw in the pros. And now we're seeing rookies come up that can make quality throws in this league, which is why I'm saying there's no more 3-4 years of them waiting. Yeah. They get on the field and they're ready to play.
You also don't see like some of the defense like you do in college, right? There's a lot of colleges and a lot of defense in colleges that are just not good.
The players aren't.
But when you see real defenses in the NFL, that's the best player from every college that you've ever faced.
Well, also though, the NFL plays a lot of man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone.
There's different rules. You're right.
Yeah, anyone
right.
can throw a man cover. You have 5 seconds, someone's open. Which I don't know.
Anyways, I think Jimmy G should get.
Yeah, he'll probably get paid. And
what were you even talking about?
I don't remember that.
Jimmy G's sucking, and I can't believe you guys.
But whatever. Well, we'll see. Smite's wrong as usual.
Yeah, move your arm, please.
No, you can't watch the game.
Come on, man.
With a hurry up defense. All right, let's do a little bit of rapid fire here.
Let's do it.
Steelers versus Bengals.
I'm surprised we didn't lead off with that. Did you guys watch that game?
Yeah, that was actually I was at work, so I couldn't watch it. That was a talk of everybody.
I know Smite didn't watch it.
I don't even know the score. To be honest with you.
Why are you admitting that on a live mic?
It's okay, man. It's okay. I get it.
All right, so the talk of the town around the radio and all that kind of stuff is violence, and you got to get that stuff out of the game. You got Juju Smith and who was that? The other guy who got suspended?
Aloka.
They got suspended 1 game.
Did you see what happened?
No, I didn't see it. I'll admit it.
Guys,
I was at work. What do you want from me? Usually I watch.
Well, we live in a day and age where you can check on your phone.
I like watching it live.
Who did what and what happened?
Explain to the people what happened then.
Nothing, man. It's funny because they, after all these like big hits and like, look, the history between the Steelers and the Bengals, they don't like each other. It's AFC
fights
North.
in the playoffs.
It's worth watching.
Yes, but like they've always targeted Antonio Brown, right? Because he's obviously the best player on the field. But like Perfect, the guy who got suspended 3 games to start of last season because of what he did in the playoffs 2 years ago, for giving illegal hits, he gets lit up by Juju Smith-Schuster on a block of all things, and it was a bad hit. It was a bad hit. Like,
and Juju Smith was standing over.
Yeah, so I'm a Steelers fan, and I can admit that was a bad block. Like he led into him with the helmet, hit him helmet to helmet, and the guy was. Sorry, I don't know why I'm like going away, but the guy was perfect. Perfect was on his back, like totally knocked out, but like sort of with it and like raising his hand as Smith-Schuster like stood over him, kind of said what, right? And so he got a penalty for crowning him. He got a penalty for taunting, and I mean I don't like seeing that, but. That's the one guy I didn't care that it happened to. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's just how I feel. And then, same drive, Antonio Brown catches a touchdown in the end zone, gets lit up, helmet to helmet by George Loka, and just he still holds on to the ball, catches the touchdown. But that was just as bad after what just happened with Juju Smith-Schuster. So some of these guys, man, they're just...
Well, a lot of talk... Again, the radio circuit is like, we got to get this out of the game. We got to get this out. Like, the NFL was just not too long ago. They were selling this kind of violence, these kind of hits on their websites, like, and now they're telling players, "Hey, get out of that mindset." I know we're celebrating that a couple years ago.
You can still hit someone hard the right way, right?
What does that mean?
Below the neck,
Lead with your
above the
shoulder,
knees.
son.
But sorry, go on, Smythe.
No, that's it. That's
That's it.
that's
Lead with your
all it
shoulder.
is.
Guys
Below
get-
the neck and above the knees.
Guys get crunched all the time. You just
So if I
can't
duck my
leave it.
head,
If you duck your head, it's
That's different.
unfortunate.
Then you don't get
no.
But
as
you
a,
don't.
as a
you
person
don't-
getting hit, I duck my head.
But
You're leaning with a shoulder.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you hit me in my head.
But it's not.
But that's part of the game,
At that point,
right?
you know what's coming, and
Yes,
you're,
and you don't get penalized for that.
It's unfortunate
because
right?
you're embracing the contact,
Yeah.
or you're trying to, you know what I mean. As a defender, you're also when you grow up, you're told not to,
duck your head.
Well, no, as a defender, you shouldn't go
The
after
brain
someone's head
rattle.
or go after someone's legs.
I just think these defensive players are taught wrong how to tackle. But when you blow somebody up, like you lead with your head, you lead with your shoulders, and you blow somebody up, that's getting on highlight reels. It's not.
Yeah, but
it's not
it's-
sexy if I grab you and around your waist and drag you down. It's
Well,
not sexy.
that's
but if
what-
I blow you up,
The thing is,
highlight reels, right?
if you want to make a tackle, you use your arms and you wrap up and you tackle.
like in rugby.
Now, if you want to get a fumble, if you want to make a statement, if you want someone to think twice, you lead with your shoulder and you hit them.
Look,
Right?
are you talking about do you get paid by how many highlights you get from blowing people up illegally?
Yes,
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Who gets paid for that?
Yes, you do.
Who gets paid?
you get paid by being
Who?
on highlight reels because people when you get on
Legion
highlight
of
when you get on,
boom.
when you get on highlight shows.
But they're hitting people the right way. If you get penalized for hitting people illegally,
Yes.
how
you're
do
right.
you get paid
if you
for
get
that?
penalized, no. But if you light people up, yes, there's money in it.
If you can light people up the right way.
Yes. Again,
how?
lead with your
No,
shoulder.
I lead with your shoulder and I blow you
You
up.
can still steamroll people. You ever seen someone get speared?
Yeah, I think that's bad. I think that's bad.
But you're
If
hitting
if
their
leading-
body.
If you're leading with your shoulder, I think that's bad. You should be wrapping them up. But if I blow you up, you
can still-
fly back. You're unconscious.
But what's a stiff arm?
Where
though?
am I?
When
I'm
you
on
lead with
Sports
your,
Center.
if you lead
Yeah,
with
I'm
your arms, you get a helmet in the face and you miss the tackle, right? That's what a stiff arm is.
Sorry. Oh,
You're
yeah,
reaching
yes,
to
yeah.
tackle, and whoever has just puts their hand on your helmet because you can't reach them. This is why you can't lead with your arms. At all times.
Usually you stiff arm when you're running beside somebody. If I came at you head
no,
on,
you stiff arm if this
No.
no, if
person
I'm coming at you
No.
head
this
arm.
person extends their arms, you
No,
just
if you're-
put your
if-
hand there and throw them away.
No, but if I'm coming at you, you
Fucking
can't stiff arm me.
dislocate your arm.
You can't just stiff arm me. If I'm running beside you, you can stiff arm me.
Yes.
But if I come at you, you can't stiff arm me.
Yeah, but if
And
you
that's
come
when I
out, you
jump
can't wrap a
into-
guy up for running at them.
You've been playing too much Madden.
well, I'm saying though, if you're running head on like this, there's no wrapping up at this point. This is a hit.
I guess, yeah. I
Right?
suppose, yeah.
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 And that's why a lot of running backs or wide receivers will duck their head and embrace it, right?
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes that's when it becomes
But that's when it comes iffy because if you get hit,
But
in the
it's
head,
it's
yeah.
not it's not illegal, right?
It's not a
Like you
penalty.
can do that.
Yeah, because he's putting his head between his
Yes.
shoulders and his
Yeah.
knees.
But you can still make a paycheck by tackling, stripping people, interceptions. Like I don't believe that theory that the only way you're going to make
It's
money
so true.
is if no, it's not,
It's
man.
so true. It's so
Who
true.
wants a dirty
why
player
do you,
on their
why do you
team?
think, why do you think Kevin Pillar dies for every baseball? Because
Whoa,
he gets put
listen.
on Sports Center.
That's a
This is a different sport.
I know, but
you just
no,
left.
but it's the same. No, it's the same concept. If I get on Sports Center, people see that I'm on Sports Center. If I'm on the highlight show,
what is that?
People's you
How
get
much
paid.
is Kevin Pillar getting paid?
You get paid. People in the States are like, "Oh, look at Kevin Pillar. He's so athletic. Look at him diving for balls every
Come on,
week."
man.
And you
I don't like this analogy
This
in
is
football.
no.
I mean,
You've lost
I
me.
think it, no.
You've lost
so
me.
the reason why you light somebody up, like if someone's going to catch a ball, he's in the air, you take out his midsection, hit him as hard as you can, he drops the football. If a guy's running, you hit him as hard as you can, he drops the
I think
football.
we're talking about two different things. I think you're talking about tackling, actually tackling somebody and taking them down. I'm talking about lighting somebody up. Like you come at them full speed.
Someone's not paying
Someone
attention.
turns around and you boom.
Now
knock them
you take the
unconscious.
air out of him.
Yeah.
You hit him for
You guys are on two different
Yeah,
pages
I know.
here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what
He's
I want to
talking about
clarify.
making Sports Center, and you're talking about tackling someone or making the right defensive play without getting penalized. He's saying that people will get paid for just being on Sports Center for letting people up illegally, which I don't agree with, just wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But you're saying that people can get paid just doing the right defensive plays, which I agree with.
It's both ways. I'm not saying that way it doesn't work. But if you're on highlight centers, people look. Oh, look, this guy's on highlight.
Yeah,
every time.
doing
Like,
something illegal. What do you mean? Like, if you were on the news 20 times a year for sexually assaulting someone or for like robbing banks,
You switch to the other end of the.
but no, it's bad news. Like,
I'm not
if
talking about doing something illegal. I'm talking about if you.
you just
No, no.
just said that if someone gets lit up, it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal, that they'll get
I
paid.
didn't say it was legal. I said if they light you up, you're going to get paid. You
Yeah,
are
but-
going to get paid.
He said if you make Sports Center, you're gonna get paid.
Yes, Whether
make
it's
sports center all the
it's
time, yeah.
with an illegal hit or a legal hit.
If you're always doing illegal hits, yes, you're not going to get paid. But
Okay,
if
that's
you're-
what I'm saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you're always lighting somebody up, knocking people unconscious every week, yeah, you're going to get paid.
It's only legal once in a while. Yeah, you're good.
All right. Gronk and his people's elbow.
Speaking of illegal,
Speaking of illegal, Gronk and his people's elbow. What do you think about that, Wells?
dumb move,
Yeah.
bonehead move, meathead move.
Yeah, only suspended one game. Juju Smith got suspended.
Only?
Only one game.
I think that's all he deserves.
Nah, I think it's more.
Why?
Do you think what Juju did and Gronk is the same thing? It's in the same.
No,
category?
I thought what Juju did was worse.
Really?
I thought, yeah, because he knew what he was
Really?
doing.
After the play, Gronk looks at the guy and then drops his elbow on the
Yes.
back of his neck. You think that was?
I think they were both
that was-
illegal.
Yeah.
But I
yes,
think what
yes.
Juju did was like intent to hurt the dude. I
What
guess.
did Gronk do?
No, I know. I think.
It's a wrestling move.
Wow, this is what the entire league thinks too well. Yeah, one game, that's fine. It's Gronk.
They both got one game.
Yes, I think Gronk should have got 3 games.
Why?
minimum.
Why is that worse than what Juju did?
Because Gronk, after the play was done,
I know.
the play was completely done.
Yes.
Gronk got up, looked at the guy on the ground, and purposely dropped his elbow into his back of his neck.
Yeah, well, now you're really embellishing it. But yes,
Is that what he did? That's not what he did.
I wouldn't say that like he did that exact thing. But yes,
How
he
would you
did.
describe it?
It was a bonehead move. He after the whistle,
describe-
after whistle, he did unsportsmanlike conduct.
Here's my, what was that hockey Bertuzzi club that guy in the back of the head? Okay,
That was
Now-
like basically murder.
right. So that was very serious. He made a great connection. What Gronkowski did, while not at that level, was the exact same action. This person's head's completely turned.
I don't think so.
That person has
I
zero
don't see how you
chance to
see that.
defend
No, no,
himself,
no.
and he's attacked
wasn't even looking at
maliciously.
him.
It's a malicious attack, and he's in concussion protocol. This is a very serious thing. You
here's-
can't do this in football.
Here's where the difference is. You're saying he's in concussion protocol, but like really, do we know like if he's all right, if he's fine? He's gonna be fine. He's gonna make it.
How do you know that?
Because I know that, man. Because they're not making a big deal.
If he drops his
But
shoulder,
I haven't finished
if he
my point
crushes
yet.
that guy's head into the ground and the other guy passes out, is it more serious?
This is what I'm trying to get at is most of these suspensions and fines and everything are based on, I hate to say it, but how messed up the other person is.
Severity.
That's
Yeah.
stupid. That's a
I
hockey
agree
way of
it's
doing it.
stupid.
That's a
I
hockey way of doing it.
100% agree with you. But like, let's say Bertuzzi did that same thing and the guy got up right away. Would he have gotten a year suspension? Would
No.
he would
Yeah.
have been?
Well, he still would've got
would he have
something
gone
very
to
serious.
like a federal court or whatever?
Yeah,
But
that
that's
was
AHL.
ridiculous.
You know the AHL are.
But
they're
so
dumb.
what you're saying is no harm, no foul.
I'm not saying that I agree with that, but I'm saying that's what a lot of it has to do with the factor, right?
Okay. You're wrong. You know that, right?
No. I'm not wrong. I'm saying that.
as far as Gronk's concerned, you're saying. As far
Well,
as-
look, they made a bigger deal of the Juju Smith-Schuster injury, or sorry, hit, because Burfict left the game. But when Antonio Brown caught a touchdown and got hit the same, he was fine.
wasn't a
They
big deal.
I mean, they both got 1 game suspensions.
Yeah, but it was.
Do you think there's a racial aspect in that?
With who?
As far as Juju and Gronk? Because you're saying they made a bigger deal. I wasn't watching the broadcast, but you're saying they made a bigger deal what Juju did.
No, I'm talking
'Cause
about
I-
Juju and Aloka in the same game.
Yeah. You're saying they made a bigger deal of that. Than
No,
they did
I
of
just
Gronk.
think they were both unsportsmanlike conducts,
Yes.
and they both deserved 1 game suspensions. I have no problem with giving Gronk 1 game. I don't think he deserves any more. I have no problem giving Juju Schuster 1 game. I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
have
he
no problem
deserves
with
any
that.
more either.
Yeah, I have no problem with him getting 1 game.
So
I
I
just
don't
think
know-
Gronk should get more because that was way.
Why,
egregious.
though?
Wait, because the play was done. It was done. He
But like,
looked.
it's
he
an
got,
unsportsmanlike conduct.
I know. I understand.
So how
that.
many games should he get?
3 minimum.
What? 3.
Minimum.
3 games. Tom Brady got 4 games for not giving up email text or whatever.
I know that.
And you want to give Gronk 3
I
for
really-
doing a stupid bonehead play where some guy might be in a concussion protocol?
It's not. Might be the. He's in the concussion protocol.
Clearly-
That was
Look,
a dangerous.
he might have a
Who's the guy who got
concussion.
hurt?
I forgot.
Exactly.
I had it written down.
Exactly.
I mean,
That
you're
shouldn't
right.
matter, though.
You're
that
right.
shouldn't matter. No, that shouldn't
But-
matter his name.
No,
You
it
guys
should.
don't care. You guys don't care about that guy. And Gronk is an idiot. I 100% agree. 1 suspension is enough.
But he's Gronk.
And they appealed it too.
How many
Well,
seconds?
because he won't
Yeah,
serve
he's
it till
appealing
the-
it, which is absolutely stupid. He should just take the game.
No, but it was upheld. He's going to serve it.
Yeah, he should just take the game and just because they're playing the Dolphins this week. It's so dumb that he's not.
I agree. But that's
Anyway,
just,
but
that's,
how many games do you think he should get, Smythe?
What is the basic 2?
They don't know. They're making this
Yo,
up.
no,
What do you think?
one.
I want-
One is good.
No,
When
they're
Ray
making it
Lewis
up.
punched
They're
that
making
girl in the elevator, he got 2 initially. Gronk should at least get 2 games, no? That's how I felt about it. When I saw it, I was like, yo, I remember Ray Lewis punched a girl in the elevator in the face, and they were like, 2 games is fine. You should at least get that. At least.
No, why?
I mean, right?
I'm laughing because the NFL is stupid. They don't know what they're doing. They're making things
They're
up.
just make up.
They're making things
Everyone
up.
sits in a room and goes, and there's a vote. 1, 2, 2 okay, 2 games. Two
Gronk's
games.
white. You should only get one. Yeah, you're right. It's just Gronk. Whatever. So he dropped
I
it.
think the reason why he only got one
Because Gronk.
is, well, no, they're like, whatever. It's a quick play and it's Gronkowski. Just one game, whatever. It's fine. Like, suspend him for sure. You gotta suspend him, but it can't be like he misses real time because people go to watch this guy play.
Probably.
Remember that? So, switching to the NBA. Remember that time when LeBron got thrown out of the game last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great moment.
A
That's
lot
like
of people were probably like, "What are you doing?" That ref got. What did he get? Did he get a week?
Something happened to him?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, he got suspended, right?
Oh yeah,
for a week.
right away.
Because it's been for a week.
Dude,
What are you doing taking LeBron out?
who was the backup point guard in the Warriors? Headbutt the ref.
Livingston?
Yeah,
he
Livingston
got a
headbutt the
game.
ref, and the ref got a week too.
Oh.
Reject players in this league.
What are you doing?
How dare you?
How dare you?
People come to see that
You see that
backup
video
point
where
guard.
that guy was imitating LeBron, and then LeBron called him Adam Silver. No, Adam Silver called LeBron, and he's like, "I texted you like 2 days ago. Why are you taking so long to get that ref should be fired tomorrow? What are you gonna do about it?" So I can't fire him. Like, yeah, you can fire him.
Yeah, man. Michael Jordan. You give Michael Jordan a tech, kiss your job goodbye. Can't do
Remember,
that.
there was always that video going around where the ref asked Michael Jordan, "Oh, do you think did that guy?" Michael Jordan came up to the ref and was like, "Oh, that guy fouled me." "Oh, he fouled you, Mike?" "Oh, sorry, my bad, I missed
Yeah.
it." And then he called the foul
Blow the
on
whistle.
the guy.
I understand it was 30 seconds ago, but Mike did talk to me. 2 shots. 2 shots in the line.
All right, moving on. Let's just quickly go through this. So we got NFL picks. NFL picks, the favorite part of our show.
Yeah.
Really, this is your favorite part? I just seen you guys. My favorite part, but
It's Nash's favorite part because Nash to say how good he is every single week.
oh, he did his little giddy hand clap, so
Yeah.
he must have won last week.
All right, so we're
Just
gonna,
lead with how much
So-
you're leading by.
Wells last week was 2 of 5. Smythe is 3 of 5, and me at 3 of 5. All right.
Not catching up at all, am I?
So on the year, Wells is 20 of 45. Smythe is 23 of 45, and I am 29 of 45.
Hold on. At least I'm over 500. What's going on, Wells? Can you explain yourself, please?
No, I'm still.
Shame.
I still have to go through all these picks from
Yeah.
earlier.
Shame.
I'm gonna go through all these picks from earlier, and we're gonna find out.
I will admit, I screwed up earlier in the year.
Shame.
We already talked about this last week.
Yeah, we
so-
talked about it last year. I did screw up.
Well, no, Wells under
But there was a-
500. That's
but
all
there-
I'm talking about right now
Yeah,
is
but
Wells
it's,
be under
there's an
500.
asterisk beside all of our
Yeah.
names here.
Well, here's the thing. Whether we're picking based on winners or based on spreads, I'm over 500, bro. Like, what's going on?
Look at
over
this
here?
guy, eh?
Hey, I just wanted to let you know, and I want you just to make an excuse. What do you got? Over
We
there?
got 4 more weeks of this. Here we
Okay.
go.
4 weeks.
All right,
Wells,
all right.
Wells going to come back strong.
It's not
That's
like
good.
you're what, like 3 games ahead of me.
I know. That's basically it.
It's gonna
Yeah,
change
3
this
games.
week. Give us
I'm
some
at like
picks.
52%, and that's better than you.
You're only
under
3
me.
games ahead.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so let's go through some picks. So we got Vikings at Panthers. Who you got, Wells? Vikings at Panthers. Vikings are 10 of 20.
Face.
Panthers are 8 of 4. There's some tough games this week.
Who's at home?
There's some real tough
I'm
games.
sorry, Wells, you go first.
Panthers are home.
Well, you're just gonna pick who I pick, so you don't.
You need some time to think about it? You want me to skip you?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
Just like to pick last one.
I'm gonna roll with the Vikings, man.
Nice.
Until they
Vikings.
lose.
Panthers at home.
Panthers, and I'm also going Panthers. I just think it's time for the Vikings to lose. You always gotta
We've been
try.
saying that for the last
I
5
know,
weeks.
I know. You always gotta try and find that game. I'm gonna
It's
keep
a
saying it
tough
until I get
game,
it.
and Carolina needs to win, and Minnesota doesn't.
You know
Let's
who
be
we
honest.
didn't talk about in the MVP race? Who
Shoot.
is a dark horse? Is Case Keenum.
He's not
I
going
thought
to win
about
it.
that. I don't-
No,
Oh.
he's not
Why?
putting up the numbers. He has a
Okay,
good team.
numbers
He's not
aside,
putting up the numbers
leading-
aside. So what? Okay. Keep
He's
going. You know what?
leading.
Finish
He's
the
leading
thought.
that team.
When there was
Yeah.
a conversation that he might, when they might have taken him out,
He's leading that team, guys.
I understand that he's a quarterback of that team, but there was a conversation when what's his name
Bridgewater.
came back. Bridgewater came back, and they were talking about it. It might not have been the team, but everybody was talking about it. Should Bridgewater be back in the team? To me, that's not really an MVP. If he's really
No. They're only doing that because Bridgewater was the future.
Yeah, it was sorry. Yeah,
But if you're on a winning streak, Like, I think when Bridgewater came back, they were on a 7-game winning streak. How do you justify taking out a guy who got you those 7 wins?
To be honest, the fact they even mention it is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. There is no quarterback who's been taken out in the middle of a winning streak.
But the fact, but that's my point. The fact that they mentioned it.
Oh, but
it's kind of like
no.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're mixing up the doubt in Keenum because there really is. I mean, sure,
there's doubt. Yes,
there was, but now that he's killing it, there is no doubt. And I think he was killing it when Bridgewater was maybe coming back. This reminds me of a situation a couple years ago when Alex Smith got hurt.
Yes.
And Colin Kaepernick came in.
Yep.
And they won. And it's the same sort of situation. They're like, well, this guy's winning and he's doing a good job of it. Yeah. Why would we take him out?
You can't go back. And that's the way this league works. You can't go back.
Why would you?
All the time.
The only difference, though, is that
I wouldn't take him out.
Keenum and Bridgewater are both, like, young.
Similar.
Right? So, like, Keenan, you don't have to say, hey, we're going with the younger guy or anything. Like, this is an actual situation where you have to make a decision. And if you let Bridgewater go...
Well, you're going to have to let one of them go.
I know. That's what my
And
thing
they
is.
also have Sam Bradford.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but Sam Bradford, you let him go. That is a simple...
Sam Bradford was the starting quarterback of the year, right? And he got hurt.
He wasn't horrible either. He just got hurt.
No, but like Case Keenum...
Who'd you keep, though, Wells?
Look,
I think I would keep Bridgewater.
Why though? Like,
yeah.
How do you? But how do you?
I mean, how do you use that statement logically?
Now, here, there's the thing. If Keenum
goes this year,
if Keenum goes in the playoff and absolutely throws a stinker, yeah, it's easier to make that decision. But like, how? Let's just say hypothetically, the Vikings do not lose another game this year. They go into their home stadium during the Super Bowl and they win.
Wow.
How do you say
that's a totally different situation?
I know, but I'm saying like
even if they don't win it all the way, but what if they make the Super Bowl? I think if you make the Super Bowl,
why is that the gauge?
Because people will go, "Oh, we had a great team," and I guarantee if they lose,
we could have had Bridgewater.
I guarantee if they lose in the playoffs, they're going to say it was Keenan's fault. I'm 100% sure.
There's no way, man.
People
he's already
realistically.
He's already
if they lose the playoffs, they're going to say we should have put Bridgewater back in. I will promise you.
I mean, they might, but realistically, here's what I think: you go 12-4. And you lose the first game in the playoffs.
Then you can
an
talk
experienced
about
team comes and beats you up. Now, and hypothetically, if this happens, what do you do?
Well, you didn't answer my question. Who do you keep? Just right now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Well, right now, I would say still with Keenum because he hasn't
lost. So you're getting rid of Bridgewater.
Well, I mean, you make it sound so bad. Like,
yeah, no, well, that's the reality of it.
If you're winning, why do you break? Why do you break something that you don't need to fix?
Yeah, you probably have to trade.
After Carolina, you have
okay. I don't care.
Yeah, you and your schedules, man.
Well, but all I'm saying is you have Cincy, Green Bay, Chicago, all winnable.
They're winning
games.
their division. They're going to make the playoffs.
Realistically, you're going there with a bye. You're going to the playoffs with a bye.
I don't know about that, but
who are you keeping right now?
You go in the playoffs with a bye. Case Keenum is a young quarterback. The team is rallied behind him. You are winning football games.
That's fine.
You got to stick with what works.
I understand you're going to stick with what works. He's not leaving until next year. But next year, who are you starting?
Case Keenum.
You're starting Case Keenum.
Why not?
That's rough.
Well, I mean,
look, why would you give me the reason why you would start Bridgewater over him?
I think they've advertised Bridgewater as if they lose. There you go. If they lose in the playoffs.
That's number
the only way Keenum's going to keep his job is if he makes the Super Bowl. In my opinion, that's the only way they're going to keep his job.
Remember, you got who's the running back that got hurt earlier in the year?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook comes back.
Yeah.
You got a guy that can throw the football. You got a guy that can run the football.
That's another impressive thing
this
too.
This team could be really good.
No, it is good. No, it's not. It could be really good. It is good.
So
it is good.
Why would you take a quarterback?
I don't think Keenum is. He's winning. He's there in respect. I don't think it's because of Keenum. I think because the team is good.
Their defense is really good.
Yeah, you put Bridgewater in that place, I don't think it misses a step. And they've already advertised Bridgewater as a future.
But Bridgewater has yet to put together a good season.
Because he got hurt.
He took him to the playoffs.
Yeah. And he got hurt this year, so it's not his fault.
The year before. Not last year. He got hurt last year, but the year before he took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, and Fisher made the playoffs.
So you have a guy that's proving himself this year and a guy that hasn't played in 2 years. Why would you take that gamble with a good team?
Because you've seen Keenum play before. Like, Bridgewater is advertised as the future of this team. That's why. That's the only reason why.
All right, well, that's...
And again, we'll see. We'll see.
Well,
sorry, we went off on another tangent.
It's fine, man.
That's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, yeah, we're still in our picks.
Still in the picks.
I got Mini. You guys got the Panthers.
Yeah. Panthers, again, for second week. I always seem to pick the Panthers. I really got a hard on for Cam. I think that's what's going on.
I mean, that was awkward.
Pause.
Yo, granddad, you gotta say pause every time you say that. Why I gotta say pause? You just gotta say pause.
Pause, and
That
I'll
was,
take your man card, please.
That was Boondocks. That was Boondock Saints. You remember that episode?
No, the Boondocks. There's no Saints.
No,
I was
Boondocks.
like, what
Sorry,
is that?
Boondock Saints is a movie. What's your...
Wait, have you ever watched the show?
No. I mean, I know Mark was big into it.
That was really good. You should watch it.
Man,
With Samuel, right?
you gotta watch it.
Was Samuel? Yeah, Samuel
Yeah,
Jackson played a character.
Is it all on Netflix? You gotta watch that.
No, it's not on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Damn.
This first season, you have to watch the second one. Anyway, we got Raiders at Chiefs. Who do you got, Smythe?
Man,
Yeah, this is a good one.
This is a good one.
This
There's
is
some really good
basically-
matchups this week.
Oh, yeah. This is basically...
I love the end of the
winning you're in.
season. Yeah, I feel like
Loser leaves town match.
at
This
the
is
end
what
of the
this is.
season,
Not
every
necessarily.
game matters
Yeah,
and every
this is
game is
yeah,
good.
This is a loser. I agree with more loser leaves town than winning you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say KC, man.
KC, eh?
Yeah. You know what? If KC has scored last week, they must win now. Every game counts. And as much as you like Oakland, like I feel like they don't have it together to go on the road to win a major game with the season on the line.
Lynch had a good game last week, didn't he?
He
Yeah.
had one good.
Yeah.
He had one good run.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not that team, so I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Kansas City, who got Wells?
I gotta go against KC, man. They have
Raiders.
stunk it up. I go with the Raiders. I gotta go with my team. I think is gonna make it to the Super
I know.
Bowl.
I was gonna say, how are you not gonna pick the Raiders?
The Raiders. So if you guys don't know, they're both 6-6, and basically whoever wins, they lead the division. And
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
The Chargers.
Not even close. The Chargers are right there.
Oh, sorry, I
They're
forgot
all
the Chargers.
6-6.
Yeah, sorry, thank
But
you guys
you're
for
right.
reminding me.
Whoever
Yeah, yeah.
loses this game is probably going to be deflated
on
and
the
out of it.
outside looking in, but
They're not
they
out
still,
of it.
They're not out of it, but
Yeah.
they still have a chance. Sorry, you guys. Yes, then the Chargers are charging right now. Actually,
The Chargers are
look
charging
really
right
good,
now.
man. The Chargers look really good.
Seahawks at Jaguars. Who you got?
Wait, who'd
Wells?
you take?
Oh, sorry, Chiefs.
Again, so it's just me.
Yeah. Seahawks at Jaguars. Who you got, Wells?
Jaguars.
Jaguars. Who do you got, Smythe?
Wow. I already took your man card. I don't know what else to take.
There's nothing else to take.
There's nothing else to take here, guys.
Time zone game. I'm calling it Jacksonville.
There you go.
Jacksonville by 14 at least.
Yeah.
I think I've only lost one time zone game this year.
No.
Yes.
No, you lost them all.
No.
You actually lost
No
them all. You
way.
actually- we only have 10 episodes, so you can go listen back to all of them.
I know. We
Every
go back.
time you've mentioned time zone, you've never won.
No way. I don't believe that at all.
Which kind of hurts my pick because I'm also going to pick the Jaguars.
We all took the Jaguars.
Thanks.
After we just beefed up Seattle.
This is not their.
I didn't really beef them up. I just
This is
said
not
they won
their
last
week.
They won last
There's
week.
everything is against them this week.
And finally, no, not finally. We got Eagles at the Rams.
Oh my god! What
Who do you got, Wells?
Rams.
Smythe?
Eagles.
What
a game.
And I'm going to take the Rams.
This is the best game. You know why it's the best game? It's 2 second-year quarterbacks after disappointing first seasons, just lighting it up. Goff doesn't have his main guy though.
Who?
Hood. No.
Wood. No, he's got Sammy Watkins still. He's got Cooper Kupp.
Sammy Watkins isn't doing nothing this game. I think
Okay. You convinced me.
I think that's the difference is you don't have one of your main weapons because really when Wood is healthy, like there's just so much going on in the field at any one time. You can't really stop the Rams. You got Gurley, you got two receivers that are running. Goff is confident every time he throws the football. I've never seen a guy and Goff makes throws that are very hard confidently.
So, what happened to the time zone theory?
Is it a time zone game?
Yes.
They're in LA.
LA.
Philly to LA. No, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine here.
Philly got this.
Got it.
Philly
Got
got
it.
this.
Got it. And I'm also taking Rams. I don't know if I said that. I wanted to do the Detroit Tampa Bay game because
Why?
both would seem to have no starting quarterback. So I think it's going to go.
Stafford's going to be out?
Yeah, Stafford's out.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's starting?
Actually, I don't think it's undetermined because they don't even have a line for that
And
game.
Winston's out?
Yeah, Winston's out. Winston,
Yeah, that was horrible. I was like, wait, I thought this guy just came back.
Yeah, no, Winston's out too. Or it might be undetermined because there's no line for that game, so they might be still waiting on it. But I'm going to go Ravens at the Steelers.
That's a good game.
Good game. Who you got, Smythe?
Steelers are gonna kill him, but it's a good game.
Come on.
Like, completely destroy them?
I mean,
They're
14.
favored by 5.
14.
Come on.
Who do you got?
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Look at the jersey I'm wearing.
I don't even have to ask.
Okay.
So
I would
Baltimore?
never take
Ravens?
Baltimore against my team. I don't care how bad my team was and how good Baltimore was. I would never, ever take
Division
Baltimore.
game.
Baltimore is the ultimate rival of the Steelers. Equivalent to, say, the Leafs and the Habs, the Yankees, Red Sox.
Leafs and Habs aren't a rivalry.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I would never.
It is
ever.
on the Toronto side, but it's not on the Montreal
I'd
side.
rather watch Pittsburgh play Cincy. Because Cincy hates Pittsburgh that much. Like, I like the Ravens.
It's still it's a good rivalry, but the Ravens, something happens when the Ravens.
This is actually my favorite division in football.
It is?
Yeah, because all these
Oh.
teams are mean as...
Did
I thought you liked the NFC
you
East.
guys missed?
I think you like the NFC East.
My Eagles are in the NFC East, but I mean, like,
You
watching
guys-
division games, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincy, all hard-hitting teams that hate each other. I love watching
I really
these
like
football
Pittsburgh out
games.
of that division. Anyway, sorry, you were going to say something?
You guys missed. So post game interview Ben Roethlisberger after the game on Monday.
Yeah, I
You
think
saw
you
it?
didn't watch post games.
I was.
Oh, you
It
do
literally
that.
happened. The game ended, and the reporter went up to Roethlisberger. I didn't have a chance.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, did you see what
No,
he
I
said?
didn't see it.
Okay, so she went up and she's like, "Can you explain what happened with the game tonight and all the dirty plays?" And the first thing that he said, Roethlisberger, was AFC North.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
I love it. I think it is my favorite division.
Too bad the Bears weren't good.
What?
It's Browns.
No, the Browns. Sorry, not the Bears. The Browns.
And they'll never be good. It's a 3-team race every year, but they still hate going to Cleveland. Pittsburgh goes to Cleveland. They
No,
don't-
it's the Browns and Ravens have a rivalry. Because
No, but I'm
remember,
saying- no,
remember
every team-
Yeah, hey man,
Anyone goes to
I've
Cleveland,
gone
it's a tough game.
I've gone to games where the Steelers played the Browns in Cleveland, and it's a rivalry, man. They hate the Steelers. They
Because
hate
remember,
them.
it was the Browns that left Cleveland in the middle of the night and went to the Ravens. They moved teams. So that
Right.
Ravens team
Oh,
is
It
the
used to be the
Browns team.
Baltimore Colts.
Yeah, remember that. Now, I was in Toronto, Cool side, to watch the.
Wait, you were in Toronto?
Sorry, I was in Cleveland, Eastern
Okay.
Conference Championship. So, and on the screen in Cleveland, they show Ben Roethlisberger's face, and the crowd boos when the Raptors are shooting free throws. And I was like, it is such a real rivalry.
The good thing
I
about
think it's great.
One thing I love about the NFL is divisions are only 4 teams, and you always see those teams every year, right? So whenever you go to even if you go to a Bills versus Dolphins game, there's such a rivalry, right? You can't just say it's just a rivalry with the Steelers and the Ravens. It's a rivalry with every team because they see them so often, right?
There's good ones, but
The
the
NHL tries to do that.
AFC North,
The divisions are too big.
the AFC North hits
stupid thing
harder
they do.
than every other division. Like when the Bills play the Jets, it's a division game. I get it. It's not the same, man.
I agree.
These guys kill each other. Like you just saw it. You saw it Cincy and Pittsburgh. These
Actually,
guys,
AFC East, it's more like
the NFC
Bills,
East-
Jets, Dolphins against the Patriots.
yeah,
They
the
all
AFC,
hate the
the
Patriots.
AFC East is
Yeah,
a-
they all hate the Patriots.
But the games are good. But it's
Yeah.
not the same. Like it's not crunch, smash mouth,
Yeah.
football. The AFC
I don't think
North.
any divisions like it.
No, there's nothing like the.
And it's
smash
all
mouth.
like working class towns too.
I would
right?
argue,
yeah,
I
right.
would
It's
argue-
like, yeah, right.
I would argue
It's a
that
good call.
the NFC East is like that when the teams are good.
The NFC
But
East
it's
has good
been a
football.
steamrolled.
Yeah, it's good football, but it's not.
Oh, sorry, NFC East. My bad. I
Yeah.
didn't
Sorry,
say
NFC East. I think it is like that. Like you got
Yeah.
you got the Eagles, Cowboys,
I
Washington,
agree.
and
I agree.
Giants.
Yeah, but they're
When
good competitive teams.
No,
Yeah.
when they're good,
Yeah, I agree.
that division is really good.
It's fun, but because they beat everyone else. But this is like smash mouth. All these teams are like there's snow games. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
guys are getting rough hits. And all these defenses at one time were all beastly. Remember that also put into it
Yes.
where the games were 12-9 in crunch everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
It's just-
These Steelers Ravens games are always decided by a field goal.
yeah, I love it.
It
And
doesn't
they're
matter
3
what the
points.
spread is.
The spread is 3 points. Again, this week,
Yes.
right? The spread will always be 3 because they know what's going to happen. The field goal kickers will have a great game. Quarterbacks, not so much.
All right, so moving on. We're gonna move on to one of our favorite segments, Wells Woke.
Oh shoot!
Oh, no.
I don't really have a
No.
Oh,
You can't go on like this.
I don't really, man.
Well, let's just
I
find
was trying
something
to
for you
think
to
of
talk
something.
about.
I'm not like bitter about anything. Like
No,
I was
that's-
honestly trying to think of stuff that I was bitter about or that I wanted people to be woke about. and
You got nothing, eh?
nothing sports
Hold on.
related. Nothing sports related.
Let's find something good for you. Let's find
fair.
something.
no.
No. We're not gonna. You're not gonna.
I was
We're not
a
gonna
little.
pull a Sid Sixera.
No,
and just
I was.
rant about-
I was thinking about it, but I was actually okay. I have a topic,
There you go.
but it's about you two guys.
Okay.
Okay, and it's off air last week when we talked about Bryce Harper not being a star.
we
were- Yeah. See?
Hold on. First of all, this was after the pod conversation.
Yeah, like our
So what we
conversation.
had is I have a segment for Horseplay which
Don't
we
ruin
haven't.
it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't care. This is two different shows. I
don't care.
I have a segment for Horseplay that I have a whole bunch of segments that we're planning on doing throughout the year, and we haven't gotten this one yet. And we're basically coming up with, if you guys remember the show ProStars, that was
for the people, please.
Yeah, so ProStars in the '90s, early '90s, was,
Yeah, we'll call it
was like a
90s.
cartoon, and it was like Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky, and Michael Jordan.
And they were superheroes.
They're superheroes. You know, it didn't last very long, but whatever. It was.
I think it was 2 seasons, but
Yeah,
whatever.
It was a good show for kids. Whatever.
I loved it.
So one of the segments we have was who would be your modern day ProStars, and we were talking about this off air last week after we recorded. And one of the players
Come
that
up
came
with names.
yeah, one of the players that came up with was Bryce Harper, and these guys laughed at me. They're saying he's not a superstar. He's
We
not
did
a
laugh
name.
at him.
No,
didn't we?
no. Don't misrepresent us. Don't misrepresent us. We said
Wow.
as a TV show, you can't put Bryce Harper in there because nobody knows who Bryce Harper is.
And that's where I got mad, where you guys said nobody knows who he is.
Hold on.
Which is,
First of all, were you legit upset or were you just like,
yeah, because I was very upset. And because I think, and then you were like, no one knows who he is. It's baseball, no one knows who he is.
Yes.
I don't think that's fair.
And how so?
Because baseball is still America's pastime. It's
Hold on. Ask Susan. Does she know what Bryce Harper looks like?
No, but like Susan also. Here's the thing.
She's also from Vancouver. But
Okay.
I'm just
Look,
saying.
baseball is the only sport that has the whole summer. There's no other sports really to interrupt it.
I
Is
get
there?
that.
Okay?
And it's only a local thing, though.
It's not, though.
Yes,
Bryce
it is.
Harper is a bona fide stud, star. He had the same hype LeBron James had coming out of the draft. Okay?
In baseball circles.
Yes.
In baseball circles.
Yes.
Yes. In
19
baseball
years
circles.
old to make it into the baseball?
Hold on.
Tell me all the-
Was Bryce Harper on the cover of the Source magazine with Jay-Z?
What's the source?
No. Okay. Was Bryce
Exactly.
Harper? Was Bryce Harper on the cover?
You want to talk about people knowing stuff? What's the source?
This is it's a hip hop magazine.
Yeah, exactly. So who really does that make you a star if you're on the cover of that? No, but what
Yes,
was he on?
because
What was he on? Sports World, Sports Illustrated,
Who,
right?
Bryce Harper?
Yeah, how many times has he been on the cover of that?
I actually don't know. I know.
Neither
he's
do
been
I,
on-
but he has been on
No,
it.
Bryce Harper's been on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I'm not disputing that.
Is that not a bigger
Well,
sort of
I guarantee LeBron's been on the sports cover.
look?
cover more than
Comparing,
yeah,
look,
that's unfair. That's unfair. Yeah, yeah.
even
Okay,
though I
that's
did
unfair.
bring it up,
Yeah, that's unfair.
but like Bryce Harper is a megastar.
And we are not disputing that he in baseball.
You said no one knows who he is.
No, in baseball circles, and this is our point.
In
baseball,
sports.
in baseball circles, he's a big deal. It's him and Trout.
Yes.
Him and Trout.
Yes.
1 and 2. I guarantee you, most people don't even know what Trout looks like.
Well,
I mean, yeah. Now,
but whose fault is that?
hold on.
So
though.
this is
It might be baseball.
this will
I don't
be
know. It might
the
be
thesis
baseball.
of my argument here is that some people do not expand their horizons when it comes to
I don't think that's fair.
look.
No, I want you to
The
finish
only
this thought
reason that Mike
first.
Trout is not a star is because he plays at 10 o'clock every night.
Yes.
Okay, on
Yeah,
the West Coast.
thing, yeah, the West Coast. bias
Okay,
thing, yeah.
but if you like the sport of baseball, and you ever watch him play, it is a treat to watch that guy play. When
No
he
doubt,
when
no
he
doubt.
comes to say Toronto or he comes to certain cities, more tickets are bought up because he's coming
yes,
to town.
yes. In
Bryce
baseball
Harper comes to Toronto. Bryce Harper goes to San Diego. More people go to those games because Bryce Harper's there.
100% in baseball circles. I'm
Right.
not talking about that. I'm talking about Susie Mom Maker in
Susie
in her
Mom Maker?
whatever.
That's an actually pretty cool last name. Like-
Who's sitting in her kitchen, who could tell you who LeBron James is, and I'd say, "Who's Bryce Harper?" I don't know.
Why is that such an issue?
That's-
Why does
that's
that
the
matter?
point.
Because
That's
it's
the
pro
point.
stars.
That's the point.
Susie
I
Mom
know we're
Maker's
arguing
watching
about.
ProStars?
I know we're arguing about cartoons, but if you were an
No,
8-year-old
it's
kid
it's-
who was watching this, who are the 3 people that you know first in sports?
right now.
Yes.
No, you're asking the wrong person. You're asking
No,
who
no,
knows
you're
sports.
not. No, we're asking
I-
in general. When you're talking to, I don't care what kid you're looking at.
Well, then we're-
what 3 stars does he know? I know he knows LeBron James.
Everyone knows LeBron James.
Okay. I know he knows who Sidney Crosby is.
Does he,
That's
though?
arguable. That's
Yes.
arguable.
Yeah, of course he
I
knows.
think Sidney Crosby might be on the same level as Bryce Harper.
No way.
I think Sidney
Every-
Crosby's up
In
there.
this country,
And mind
every
you, we live in Canada. We live in Canada. Not in the
it's
States.
okay. So
In the States.
every kid knows who Sidney Crosby is in this country.
in the States,
In the States, yes.
arguable. It's arguable.
Okay.
Arguable.
Is he
But anyway,
Bryce Harper level?
He might be. As far as visibility is concerned,
So who are your other two pro stars then?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
That's and absolute. I think LeBron James, Tom Brady are absolutes. Now you got to pick one more person.
Bryce
Probably
Harper.
Sidney Crosby. Probably Sidney Crosby.
See,
I would
think,
rather put Sidney Crosby than Bryce Harper.
dude, I put Tiger Woods in pro stars before I
Screw
played.
Tiger Woods.
No, this is a PG show, dude.
I'm-
we don't want Tiger
I'm
Woods.
just
He'll be
saying.
in the back shed.
Yeah,
but like,
whatever.
right? But like, there are
There's no way he
professional,
would
there are
get
athletes that are way more known than baseball players. Way more known
And
than Bryce
what
Harper.
was leaving out when you Googled the most popular athletes, where was Bryce Harper on that list?
Yeah. That's just.
Well, no, no,
was
I
he?
just want to
Where
know
was
if
he?
he's on the
he
list.
wasn't on it.
Okay.
No, he was, wasn't he?
No, he
Was
wasn't.
No,
Oh.
no,
No
man.
baseball player was on it.
In the top 100? Mm-hmm. In the top 100.
Oh, you
no
know what?
baseball
You're
players.
right. They put like
They put like Neymar.
yeah,
and
Neymar would be
Ronaldo.
another pro star.
Actually, probably Neymar.
No,
Yeah.
no.
100%
No,
Neymar.
not Neymar. Not
Ronaldo.
Neymar.
Ronaldo.
No. Yeah, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo was number one.
There's
We're talking about pro
Ronaldo.
star. So if it's LeBron,
Ronaldo or the Argentinian.
This is
kid?
a North American show.
probably
Yeah.
not. Yeah, because not people know his name, but not really.
Who?
In North America, Ronaldo. They know the soccer players.
They-
but
No,
they
know
no,
who
no.
he is.
They all know.
But this is
Ronaldo.
a North American show and you're basing this pretty much on
North American sports.
the four big ones. And sure, if you want to include Tiger Woods and golf, I get it.
I probably wouldn't put him in that show. Either,
Yeah.
but whatever. Oh,
I mean-
there we go. We just came up with ProStars.
There you go.
But I think like
Holler at us. Pro Stars
was
2018.
Bo Jackson really?
Yes. he was
Yes.
huge.
No.
Bo knows. You don't remember that
Yeah.
campaign?
No, I know.
Bo Jackson had a Nike commercial that put him on the show right at the forefront.
Who? Bryce Harper is Under Armour. Like,
Under Armour.
hey man, we all used to laugh at Under Armour, but
And
Under
we're laughing
Armour.
at them now.
Who else is Under Armour?
Steph Curry and Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
I don't know. Anybody
There's your pro stars.
else. If Under
No.
Armour wants to do it.
Listen, Bryce Harper will never make this list. I don't know how else to say it to you.
No man, I think we need to expand our minds though from.
No. What I want you to do is ask. What you have to do is
8-year-olds.
ask. No, not 8-year-olds.
But-
no, what you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask like moms.
Okay.
And people who don't really watch sports.
Okay, but how do they know? How do they know who LeBron James is?
Because
Because
he's a
everyone knows
celebrity.
who LeBron James
He's a
is.
celebrity.
Who makes him that?
Everyone.
The media.
Everyone.
Everyone.
No, media can't. Media to a certain extent can create
I've talked about
stars.
this before.
Even if you use the
What's
media-
the most talked about person on ESPN
LeBron.
on that show?
LeBron.
Why?
LeBron.
Why don't they talk about anyone else?
Because he belongs on Pro Stars. We've just been through this. Now,
No,
like,
no. Media can create a star up to a certain point, but they just don't put anybody on there. If people don't want to hear it, they don't put them on there. They just don't. It's the same reason ESPN
What,
doesn't.
you think people write in and be like, "You guys talk too much about Giannis
Well,
today"?
it deals with
give me
ratings
more.
sometimes.
Give me more LeBron.
Or they're looking at ratings. If your ratings going up when you talk about LeBron, because people want to hear about it. I don't like hearing about LeBron every 5 seconds, but most people do, and that's what they talk about: LeBron.
kind of like hearing about LeBron.
Yeah, well, he's.
Do you know why, though? Here's why.
It's boring.
I kind of enjoy hearing about like greatness.
I do too.
And I feel like he epitomizes right now, the last 10 years, what greatness is.
He does.
So I want to hear what he's doing, not the whole time, don't get me wrong, but I do want to hear what his opinion is on things. I want to hear what he's up to.
No, but we're talking. No,
what do you
that's
wanna
fine.
know?
Okay, that's fair. But what we're talking about, do you want to hear about every single game and breaking it down? Like Skip Bayless has basically made his career on LeBron, and he scrutinizes LeBron every play, every second,
Okay,
everything he does.
But what's Skip Bayless's actual knowledge outside of LeBron?
Very little.
If you're a one-trick
Very
pony, you're a
little.
one-trick pony, right? And
well, it's getting him paid $5 million a year.
yeah, I can
on
respect.
Fox.
I can respect one-trick pony. You got one thing, you got to stick to that your whole time.
All he does is talk about the Cowboys, Tom Brady, LeBron, and his hate on LeBron James.
Yeah, and
That's Skip Bayless.
I can respect that he has no other tricks up his sleeve. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
actually, if you listen to Skip Bayless, I guarantee you won't last.
no, what? Because you can't. You
won't
contain-
be able to last a week.
And guess what? He's made a career out of it,
Yes.
right? So
And loving Jordan. Nobody.
loves Jordan more.
Nobody, even his mother. Nobody is greater than Michael Jordan to Skip Bayless. Nobody.
And the people that say that, I understand. If you don't watch a lot of basketball,
because what I say is, if Michael Jordan played basketball in today's NBA,
He would dominate.
what?
He would dominate.
No, he'd be average. He'd be as average.
I don't know what you're watching.
There are a bunch of players that have the same skills that MJ had. The problem is that in MJ's day, no one had MJ's skills.
MJ would be. He wouldn't be average. He would still be MJ, probably even better. But it's just now more guys are kind of, if not at his level, closer to it.
Do you think MJ could guard James Harden for the life of him?
He'd make it difficult, but Harden's still going to score.
Thank you.
But anyway, back to his ProStars thing.
Right.
Um,
Well, that ProStars is over. We know who the
Wells, do we? Oh, Wells is in.
You can't win this Bryce Harper thing. Like, you can't get him in.
And Wells, I want you to ask around. Ask around the people who don't know sports.
You know what? This week on Twitter, I want you to.
I don't like to associate myself with
Thank
people.
you.
Who like sports, right?
All right.
If you don't know who Bryce Harper is, I don't want to talk to you.
No, that's good. That's good. That's basically what my Tinder profile is.
Excuse me, ma'am. This will be a
Maybe
quiz.
that's why it's so quiet in there.
Bryce Harper, who's that? I don't want to talk to this guy.
That's it. I'm done.
I don't want to talk to this guy. Anyway, so that was a good Wells ball. And it just came out of nowhere.
Favorite one so far?
Was it? For who?
This is
What was my last one?
Way better.
GSP.
Yes.
Yes.
That's gonna be hard to top.
No. Yeah. You're right.
You'll come up with a good one. You got time.
I really wasn't really
Irked about anything.
outside of sports. There was a few things.
You can
like
say
this.
that.
I know, but like,
We're not exclusive to sports.
no, I'm just saying I want to try and keep it to sports related.
Oh, you know.
Because we already talked about elevators.
I talked
for
about
20
elevators
minutes.
off the top. Come on. Come on, you can say anything you want. All right, so moving on a little bit. Are you guys excited that Tiger's back?
I don't care.
Is
How
he
long is
back?
it gonna last? I don't care. You know what? He played a decent 4 rounds this weekend.
Yeah, where?
He made a cut.
in the Bahamas.
Yeah. On the
At
other
his
side of
own
the island,
tournament.
Yeah.
But he played well.
So he's Tiger Woods though. And you know
Played
what?
well,
sure.
He had an eagle.
Wasn't clinching his
He had
back.
an eagle 4, which is I love.
When the
Right.
season starts,
We'll see. Yeah.
okay, next year, and
He's not going to play like a lot of tournaments.
He can't play the whole thing.
Yeah, he's not.
he won't.
You know what they should do is just make like the senior tour like younger to fit him in. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Isn't he eligible to go to senior tour?
No,
What's
senior tour is like 55.
55? Oh,
He's
okay.
nowhere near.
He's only 40 something.
But like
Oh, okay.
make an
Oh,
exception, something. I just want to see him win. Like,
Well,
why
he always
can't we
said he's
just?
never played a senior
He's
tour.
won so much, man.
He's won a lot.
I know, but I just want to see him win on the senior tour. Just let him beat up old guys and call it a day.
So you do want to see Tiger, then, Smythe. You want to see him win, at least.
I like Tiger.
Yeah.
I love how he plays golf. Like, did you see his swing? He doesn't have the power to be a finessey. He has to like ruggedly whip the club
That's
to
what he was
get
doing
it
before.
right. And that's I like it. Whatever. I don't care. I like seeing him. I enjoy it. It was a nice trip back, nostalgia, whatever you call it. But like, he's no longer in the conversation of best golf.
Do you think he's going to win any tournaments this year?
No, he's not in the conversation of top golfers.
Do you think he's going to win any tournaments this year, Wells?
No.
Which and it's not.
There's
Is
too
it his
much.
fault?
There's too many good players.
Well, now he's 41. What do you want from the guy? Or how old is
Well, I mean, like Phil Mickelson's, like you can be 45, 41,
Still play,
whatever.
still
You
win.
can
he?
still.
When's the last time Phil Mickelson won a tournament?
I don't know, man. I
Thank
don't
you.
have it on
2
me.
years ago, I think.
But he's always up there.
Yeah.
He's around.
He's still.
and Tiger will be around, but he'll never win again.
But Tiger hasn't even like made cuts. He hasn't even done
Yeah.
anything. in
well,
the last
Tiger made the
3
cut
years.
this weekend.
Yeah, but this
was a
wasn't a
small
real
tournament.
tournament.
It was
This
a top.
not a real
It was a
tournament.
top 10 finish.
This was not a real tournament.
I know, but if you're gonna shoot 9 or 10 under, you'll be in the conversation a lot of weeks,
He looked fine.
He finished
Yeah.
9th at 8 under.
right? So you'll be there.
Ooh. Sorry.
You won't win. That's all it comes down to. And Tiger's.
Is that
I
fine
think-
for you? Will you still watch if he's?
It's all right. I'm not gonna like sit and watch him golf his round. I never did.
I've enjoyed watching golf more now without Tiger in it.
Really? Interesting.
Because there's more people to pay attention to.
Nah, you're not that guy. Listen,
I am that guy. You know why I'm that
understand.
guy? It's the same point I made before. Is I'm willing to accept new stars. I'm willing to.
He likes that stuff. He likes parody.
he likes watching for the sake of watching.
Like,
Listen,
why should a sport not be Why should sport get less eyeballs because a certain player is not there?
because
Star power.
There's still people who do well. There's
golf
still
had
people.
one rock star. There's
stars.
one rock star
But
that
there's,
played
like,
this
if,
sport.
If you want to watch the sport, there's still you never know who's going to win every week. But there's so many guys who are competing for it. Why is
Actually,
that?
I like JD. I think he's a rock star.
Who?
Justin Johnson. I think
No,
he's a rock star.
no, he's not. He's not a rock star. He
Justin
can't.
Johnson.
He didn't carry the
Justin-
whole league.
Who?
So
Justin Johnson.
Who's that? Who are you saying? Justin
Dustin
Thompson.
Donaldson.
Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Johnson. I said it twice. I knew I said it wrong. I was like, wait, that's wrong.
So
I was gonna say Mr. Gretzky.
this sport had
Dustin
one
Johnson,
guy
DJ.
where a bunch of people competing against him was a draw, a main event draw, and it was Tiger
Yeah,
Woods.
but like, don't you like? There's now people who are more household names because of
and
him
they
being gone.
try to push these other guys, but it's not the
push.
same.
No, they're winning. They're
The
winning.
thing about golf is you don't get pushed. You do well, and
that's it.
there's no pushing in golf. It's gonna get televised. It's on TV every week. There's no way
It's
you can
on
change
TV,
that.
but it's not-
It's how you perform.
It
It's
is
how
not
you
main
determine
event
if you're a
television.
rock star
Tiger
or not.
Woods was main event television.
But it was on,
No. I know what you mean. No.
there's-
He means that people more eyeballs going to that
Which
that channel. Yeah.
again, like, why are we in this? Why is that such a big deal? Like, why does one person have to
understand how TV
decide?
works.
I understand, but like, why does that decide whether I should watch it or not?
No.
No.
Doesn't decide for you.
You can watch whenever you want. What I'm saying is
the
that
general public.
everyone else is more interested when Tiger Woods
Why
is
though?
winning.
There's people
it's just
doing
the way it is.
He's a
There's
star.
people doing well.
It's a draw. I
In
know, he's a
golf,
star, he's a
you
draw.
can make a career off of golfing with Tiger Woods on Sunday and beating him. That
Which
made your
never really
career,
happened.
right? That was a moment.
In
Other
fact-
golfers cherished the moment if they could golf with Tiger on Sunday
Ricky
and come
Fowler
out the
said
victor.
he loved him out there.
Right?
Thing-
Lovely.
the
Yeah,
thing,
Ricky
the
Fowler.
thing is, this is another betting related story. Is you can bet on individual performances daily in golf, right? So
Yeah.
if you ever had someone paired against Tiger on a Sunday,
Yeah.
you always bet against that guy to be so bad because they're not used to the limelight. They're not used to being against such a big figure and all the crowds and stuff watching
Right.
Tiger at the tees. And you would always bet against those guys, and it was such a cash cow.
If you beat red shirt Tiger, that's a defining moment.
I
not
agree.
even-
No one has that with these guys today.
That's not a thing anymore, though.
If I beat
No, it was though.
Dustin
It was.
Johnson on Sunday, it's not a big deal. No one cares. They only cared if they did good playing with Tiger.
Yeah, but like, there's so many good golfers.
There's
out
better
there.
golfers.
No, there's no better golfers than Tiger. There was at its peak. There
In
was
his
no
prime,
In his
I
prime,
agree.
there was no.
Yeah,
I
but
agree,
now today,
100%.
today there's way better. Guys are breaking course records every day. Listen,
It's true.
It comes down to what you shoot at that course on that day. So course records being broken. Tiger Woods probably holds 0 course
That
records
has more
right
to do
now.
with technology, but whatever. But anyway, that's not a topic.
Okay,
but
now we're blaming this
Yeah,
on
it is.
technology.
It-
Here
well,
we go.
Well, they hit with wooden clubs back in the day. The technology
Yeah,
is
back when
getting
Tiger
better.
Woods was using.
Well, he
that.
wasn't
he was
playing.
using
But I'm
the
saying though, like
there's
you
a
get-
tournament. There's a tournament in California.
There's a reason why we have this new technology. Is
Yeah, the
because of
tech gets
Tiger
better.
Woods.
Well, it's true.
Well, not really. But
No, it's true.
it's innovation. But
Yeah,
whatever.
but it's also like a lot more budgets went into
People invested
Oh
into
yeah, sorry. Yeah,
to
yeah.
these
yeah,
com-
okay, I see
to
what
these
you're saying,
companies
Because the
because
draw.
yeah.
Well, Nike started a whole division and ended a division with Tiger Woods.
Yeah, if you win, what's that World Cup of golf? What's the top thing in golf now? The chase to the whatever.
the FedEx Cup.
You win $10 million.
Hey man, there's a lot of money in
There's
this.
It's something
I have
stupid.
I have
now.
a question,
Shoot.
race related.
Oh no,
No, it's not like
this is the turning point for
No.
Woods.
Do you think that a lot more black eyeballs watched
Yes.
because Tiger Woods?
Yes.
Do you think
Oh,
a lot?
yeah,
do you think
yes.
a lot more people took up
Yes.
golf because? So where are they now?
I don't know.
Stop golfing.
I've said
What do you
that.
want?
I don't
They
know.
stopped watching.
So as soon as Tiger left, they stopped golfing? Why?
100%. Not
Because
golfing. They
golf
stopped
is-
watching.
golf
No, if you get I meant getting into golf,
Yeah,
playing.
golf is considered an elitist sport, and because I can literally pick up a basketball, and me and you can go downstairs and figure out some way to play basketball.
Yeah, I dust you.
Yeah. now,
that was good.
now to play golf, I gotta have the clubs, expensive. I gotta have the membership, expensive, and I gotta figure out a way to get to that golf club, expensive. Know what I'm saying? Oh, for the love.
First of all, nothing came out. Second of all,
Anyway,
I
do
play
you agree
golf.
with
I play.
that? I know, but
I like
how
it.
often do you play?
Uh,
As compared to like basketball, you were playing basketball every week,
yeah.
and golf you go out maybe once a month when it was warm.
No,
But
I went out.
what I'm trying to
in
say
the
is,
summer,
do
I
you think
golfed
there
a
was
lot.
an influence?
Of course there was. Just like when Barack Obama ran for president, black people voted, right? And it's just you got a
That's what
guy
it is.
out there that looks like you. You're gonna go support.
That's what
Black
it is.
people are like that.
It's the opposite way in basketball. Like when Larry Bird was at the peak, they said a lot more white people were turned on to basketball to watch Larry Bird play in the 80s. Same
Well,
thing.
basketball is all white people at one point,
Yeah, but when it was Larry Bird against Mike. But then that's why the ratings kind of went down because white people weren't watching basketball. But when Larry Bird came in, that was a great thing about the 80s because black people and white people could now watch the sport because they had someone to cheer for. It's not really racist. It's just that's just the way it is. Yeah,
it's
that's
totally
the way it is.
racist.
Why
But
are we
That's
so
not racist. That's not racist. Dude.
But
That's
like,
just
why
the way-
are we
that's
so
nature.
like
That's
drawn?
human nature.
I don't get it though. Like, why are white people more drawn to Larry Bird, a sport, because some guy's doing well in it? It's the same thing as why are more black people drawn to golf if Tiger Woods is in it? Like, why
Human
is
nature.
that? Why? Though? Like,
No,
why?
no,
Why is
no.
it's
Because-
like,
no, you
it's
said-
like
no, wait,
you're
wait,
playing
Smythe.
for a team.
No,
Golf
Smythe,
was a
wait,
white
Smythe,
sport for
you said-
so long.
I know, Smythe, you said it. He looks like me.
Yeah.
He looks like me and he's winning.
No, he doesn't. He's half Asian.
Blasian. What did you say? Blasian?
Coblasian.
Asian. He doesn't look like you at all.
No, but the
I've always wanted to
concept
say this.
is though is that you have
Fascism.
someone to root for. You're going to root for that person, and
So long fried rice, hello fried chicken.
right? So it's simpleton concept.
It's stupid.
But
I don't agree
that's,
with it.
That's how
No, you don't do
Yeah,
that.
But I don't
America
understand.
works.
I'm trying to understand why like that's a thing. Like why, like
It's just the way it is. It's
Like-
just it's just that's how it is. I don't know how else to explain it. You see somebody on TV, he's like, oh, he's succeeding, and he looks like me. I'm drawn to it more. That's all it
but he doesn't look like you.
is. He's black.
I will say
He's
people,
half black.
Black people ride
Wait, and
this
for you
way
guys who
a
don't
little
really,
bit
and
more.
for you guys who don't know, me and Smythe are black. Wells is white. just,
They probably got that.
no, they've probably if they just listen, they don't.
No, there was that SNL episode where we completely like pulled the race card on Fort Wells.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Well, if they listen to all podcasts, then they probably know. But whatever.
But like,
It's human nature. I don't see it as being racist or anything. It's
I don't
just
think it's race. It's just the way the world works. Like Barack Obama, perfect example of it.
I get that.
Yeah, and Tiger Woods was the same thing.
And then-
like golf has been white people for 100 years. Vijay Singh
still is
played.
white people.
And Vijay Singh was my favorite golfer.
really.
And he
I
looked
like
half
VJ.
like
I
me.
love VJ.
Well, VJ is consistent. I love this consistency.
I like Donald Trump.
But also, though, he looked a little bit more
got-
like me than all the white guys.
I got a VJ Singh story somehow, but
you guys got story for days.
So
Two
I
the
went
worst way
to-
podcast because they got stories for days.
I went to Florida in like 2008 with my my family, and there was the Bay Hill Invitational, which is the Arnold Palmer
Yeah.
Classic in near Orlando. And me, my dad, and my brother-in-law at the time, we all went and we watched VJ hit a tee shot, and we were standing just sort of on the fairway, like watching him take his tee shot. And then he reaches into his bag, grabs a banana, starts eating it, and I yell out, "Great shot, VJ! Enjoy your banana!" And
Oh, man.
but like I,
Oh no!
Finish your story.
and then my dad smacks me in the back, and he's like, "Why would you say that?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He just pulled out a banana and started eating it, and he's like, "Why would you say that? Like that's inappropriate." And like no one around me was like, "What the hell?"
You didn't get it.
Just my dad did. But I don't understand. Till this day, I still don't understand why it was such a bad comment. But you guys are laughing.
We're not even going to explain it to you. We're not going to. You'll never know why, apparently.
This is a true story.
You can't make that up.
No, I can't make that up. I got a story about anyone, man. But you know what? Going to golf events is actually pretty fun.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, we've had the tournament
It's a
in
bit of
like,
walking,
Oakville.
but, yeah.
But like you can go and like drink and have fun and as soon as they hit the ball you can cheer whatever you want. It's fun, man.
I enjoy. I don't know. You don't enjoy just putting on a golf game on like weekends?
I'd rather
Smythe?
play than watch.
Really?
It's so boring.
It's like baseball to me. You put it on in the background, you just watch.
It's good, man. Like there's so many lazy Sunday afternoons that were like or like in the spring and summer. And like, come on, man! Like watching the Masters too on like Sunday afternoons, like you kind of just do nothing.
Yeah, but
with
the
it.
Masters is something that you watch on Sunday. That's different.
All right, let's move on to some. Let's finish this up with some NHL news.
NHL news.
Some NHL news.
Ooh.
So it seems like Seattle's in the process of getting a team. So
Now,
this
is that? Sorry,
go on.
no, go ahead.
that's it.
I cut you off.
No,
finish
that
it.
was
Finish it.
That was
Oh.
it. That was it.
Is it? Is this that mean? Is that? So the financial number was $650 million. Basically, get you a team.
Yes,
expansion team.
$150 more than what Vegas paid.
$150 million more. Yeah.
Yeah, 150.
100 million more.
No, yeah, 100. Yeah, 150 million.
It's
150
600.
million
How much did Vegas pay? 550.
650 minus 500
No, they played. Vegas paid 500 million.
equals
Okay, so-
150 million.
Anyways, now is this a call for Seattle to get a team or another team to?
No, Gary
Oh, yeah.
Bettman said there was no team moving.
No expansion.
This is expansion. This
Yeah.
is
You can't
expansion
expand by
first. 'Cause they
one.
want-
You got to
no,
expand by two.
No,
No.
No, you
because-
don't. They just expand by one.
So Vegas is 31.
No, because they want that equal number in the West because right now they're unbalanced.
So then
No,
Seattle.
they have one more in the West right now. Because
Yeah,
they
but
have
they're still
that.
unbalanced. Yeah, they're still unbalanced. Though.
No, they have one more in the West right now. They have 16. They have 15 in the East.
So you put a second team in the.
You would take one of the teams from
No.
West and put them in the
No,
East.
that's wrong. Anyway, continue. I'm gonna look
But-
it up right now.
Why is this? Is this strictly an invitation for Seattle, or can any city?
No, it's for Seattle.
We're talking about Gary Bettman right here, aren't we?
Hey.
No, it's for specific cities
Why don't they have a second team in Toronto?
because it's Gary Bettman.
I
Other
think
leagues have two teams in New
you
York.
should put
NFL
Hamilton,
two teams in
Hamilton
New
should-
York.
but we've
There's
never
two,
had
there's
two
two
in Toronto.
baseball teams in New York as
Yeah,
well.
they've never put two teams
two
in Toronto yet.
Two NFL teams in LA.
Sorry,
Yeah.
let me cut you off. Right now, there are 16 teams in the East, 15 in the West.
Okay.
So they're unbalanced by one.
so
You
then
can have
the
one
West
Toronto
teams
team in the West, one Toronto team in the East.
will-
They
right?
were in the West. They were in the West.
Well, what they should do is put a team in like Hamilton. There's no one. There's no one from all the way to
Put
Winnipeg.
it in North Toronto. Put it in like Downsview area.
Hey, what do you think Cops Stadium was for? That was for an NHL team.
right? And it makes
outdated
sense.
now.
It makes sense because it's there. Like the Leafs are gonna sell anyways. Corporations, whatever. Give a team to the people. Give them a team.
I'm sorry
Well,
that we hijacked the
but I guess-
Seattle talk.
No. This is.
I
this
guess
is exactly what I want to
Buffalo's
get to.
across.
This is exactly what I want
How
to
far
get
is Buffalo? An hour.
Halfway.
Yeah.
You're gonna take away from that. But if you put them where you said, like
no,
down
yeah.
to North York,
No, you-
Newmarket,
And that was the thing before. Is remember when there was like the whole move the Predators to Hamilton thing and like the
Yeah.
Jim Balsillie stuff,
Both seem
Yeah.
like-
and they were actually selling season tickets, and then it got
Yeah.
shot
Kibosh.
down.
Kibosh.
No, don't put a team in the Golden Horseshoe. Put another team in Toronto, but put it like North Toronto. Kind of like how there's the Mets in like
Wait. Why didn't you just play them out of the ACC?
no.
Why
You
did,
gotta have
why
a-
did
you got-
Quebec lose their team? Like
They didn't.
really,
I
if
agree.
you really want to move a team,
money.
how did Quebec lose their
Money.
team?
Look, Quebec doesn't need.
That's why Quebec.
Quebec doesn't need another team. We don't care about them.
Well, realistically,
Well, we can get into that, but anyway, go on.
There's
Go on, Wes.
enough eyes, people, bodies to support another team in Toronto. I think they should have done it years ago before we had such a good team now, because then you would have sort of like, well, I'm sick of this team. I'm going to go cheer for this this Toronto team, right?
That wouldn't happen though. But really.
yeah, but you
It
can't.
probably-
You
it could've.
can't.
It won't
You
happen.
can't
That
have
won't
two
happen.
teams in Toronto.
Why not?
Yes, you can.
Why not?
It works in New York. In
But New York's
does
a
it, LA
state.
does it. New York does
Yeah.
it. LA does it.
in this city, it would work. Look, the Leafs
New York
are
does it for
the
two
Leafs.
teams,
The Leafs
for
are a
four teams.
$1.5 billion franchise, right? Okay.
Allegedly. Anyway, go on.
Well, I'm just
go on.
stating numbers.
Yeah.
You could put another team. You could build a stadium or arena in like near Downsview, or you can even go.
But what would you
north
call
or-
them? The
Who
Newmarket.
cares? Doesn't matter.
You call it
Newsies?
Toronto.
Toronto Maple Leafs 2. Part
No.
2. Who cares?
I
Like,
feel like-
it doesn't really matter. But
Toronto Lumberjacks. I don't
Yeah,
care what
yeah.
you call them.
But I don't like.
you said something interesting to me. You said for the people. What do you mean by that? Build a team in Toronto for the people. What do you mean by that?
I think. Well, you go to a Leafs game, and Leafs games a lot of suits, professional atmosphere. You need to build a team for fans.
Yes,
and
I agree 100%. And this is what I'm saying: is you get kind of
Hold
a
on,
team.
hold on a second. You guys think the tickets will be cheaper?
No, it'll be cheaper than the Leafs. That's
No,
for
they
sure.
will not.
No,
No, they will not.
Now they know what's good for them. I mean,
No, everyone has a strange misconception
that they'll be cheaper
when
tickets.
you bring a team in, they're gonna bring. Why wouldn't a team come in here and go, "Oh, the Leafs are charging this much? I'm
We're gonna
gonna
charge
this
that too.
much."
I don't think they would get that though.
100%.
Now,
they
this
would.
is why-
100% they would.
No,
this
there's
is
no
why
way.
I say Hamilton, and I say because
No, I want to work it out.
the drive is far. 17,000 is not hard to fill. You
No,
can
it's
do
not.
it.
It's
You
not.
can do it with the Niagara Peninsula and Hamilton.
But they're
No.
hang
let
on, wait,
Buffalo
wait. They're not building an arena for 17,000. Not in Toronto. They're building it in 18 for sure, 100%.
18,000.
Yeah. 'cause
Okay,
they're gonna
okay.
fill it.
Well,
Oh, that's
thank
it.
you.
Deals off.
Thanks for that. Yeah, right. Now, you let Buffalo worry about their own fan base. If the Sabres can't fill their seats once Hamilton gets their team, the Sabres move.
What are you
'Cause-
talking about?
If you put a team in Hamilton, they will fill their seats. They will sell their tickets. Buffalo, a lot of people go to Buffalo to games, the Niagara Peninsula.
Well, it's always said that from Hamilton towards Buffalo, those people are more Sabres fans and less Leafs
That,
fans.
yes, I
Yeah.
know that for a
No, I
fact.
know.
Just
My
'cause-
parents live 20 minutes from the arena in Buffalo, and a lot of people, not only where they live are American, but also they choose to cheer for Buffalo because of the vicinity, right?
Yeah, my step family, I guess. They're in Port Colborne. They are
guessed. Yeah,
Sabres
right there.
fans. They are Bills fans.
What do you mean you guess? They are your step family?
Yeah,
I guess.
my
For now.
step family.
Tread
No,
lightly.
but if you put a team in Hamilton, they will become Hamilton fans, and Canada will support this Hamilton team, and Buffalo will have to find their supporters elsewhere. And if they can't survive, they can't survive.
They'll survive.
Well, the Sabres might not. The
Buffalo will be
Bills,
fine.
the Bills, you'll never put
Sabres will be
an NFL team in Canada, so the Bills will always have their fans.
Sabres will be fine. But why won't it happen? This goes to the poor leadership of Gary Bettman, which I just think is awful.
Because he wants to expand.
He wants to expand in the States, and really and truly, you need to have a successful league. You need US to buy in. That's just where all the money is, and you.
But
need
then why
US
did they
to buy
bring
in,
Winnipeg
but-
back?
Because they threw the keys on the table and said, "Take the team. I don't want it anymore."
Yeah, and look how well that franchise has done for themselves.
Yeah, because they're winning. Yeah, and they have a good team. Yeah.
No,
'Cause the Thrashers
not even
were just
that. It's
awful,
just
yeah.
people go to watch
Yeah.
those games, even though they have the smallest arena.
There's
in the
nothing
NHL.
else there.
And they charge more.
There's nothing else there.
But they lost the team
People
because of
will,
money.
of course, they'll go.
But remember, they lost their team before, and that was basically because of money.
Yeah, but they lost their team,
Okay.
and now they get it.
But like Nash, do you think if there was another team in Toronto and
100%. I think that should be the first place they should put in
Yeah.
a team. That should be if not there, then Montreal. That should be the only two places they should be putting a
Montreal,
team.
come on, man.
They have the population for it.
Montreal's a Habs city. It's not a hockey city.
Wow.
Well, so is the Leafs. So is Toronto.
No.
Toronto
Oh,
is
no.
not a hockey
No, no.
city.
Oh, no.
Wait. How do the minor teams do here?
So
Fine.
No, they don't, because they're always moving.
yeah, but so.
The Marlies have been here for over a decade.
The Marlies. What about the other ones? Steelheads, Ice Dogs.
That's Mississauga.
That's Toronto in general.
No,
Like
that's
GTA.
Mississauga.
Okay, what's the minor team here? The small team here.
What? There's no
In
small
Toronto.
team. There used to be a St.
there's
Mike's,
no
but then they
market
moved.
for small
they
teams
moved.
in this city because we have major teams, and that I always said that about
It's a
Toronto.
Leafs. Yeah, exactly. It's a Leaf
There's
city.
no market for small
It's not a
teams,
hockey city. It's a Leaf city.
but
Go on.
if forget, I don't think you put a second team in Toronto. I think you put a team just
You
outside.
keep going back to this Hamilton thing. It's
Well,
not, it's not happening.
if it's not Hamilton, put a team in Newmarket. Put a team in Richmond Hill.
Remember, they laughed at that idea.
No,
They
I
were
agree.
gonna-
I agree.
they're-
Put it north.
They're in Toronto.
Put
Just
it on
Toronto.
Downsview. You can still get to it on the subway. Look,
You're going to bury yourself.
the
if you
reason
do
why all these suits and everything goes to the games at ACC is because it's
that. Walking
right
distance.
there. It's
Walking
right there
distance, yeah.
between financial district, everything.
Those tickets are sold anyway.
I know, but
I
it's the
understand.
companies, it's rich people. But if you have another team up north, you get more. I hate to say this again, working class people. You get more.
Are you
I
gonna
don't,
go?
think you, I don't think you go that.
I
you go
check it
uptown.
out.
You go uptown.
Yeah. You go once
that's
and
too
look,
close.
and then you'd be like,
No, I think
okay.
you have to go uptown. You get
I'd be intrigued in it, but I don't live up there. I live down here.
Right.
And then it becomes a proximity
One,
thing.
I don't-
It becomes
okay,
a
wait,
rival.
wait, hang on.
So what separates a Jets fan from a Giants fan? They play in the same building.
just what you grew up with. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Most people.
You don't think in this day and age and how big our city is that all these millennials and people coming up will not want to, like, wouldn't they want to create?
It will be a in this city. It will be a Yankees Mets. It will be a Rangers Islanders situation.
But that's
Most people will still like the Leafs. Most people, I'd probably say 75% of people to 80% of people will like the Leafs still. Doesn't matter what happens. And then you'll get that odd people that will adapt that team.
But what if
That's
you
why I
put-
think you still got to keep it in Toronto.
Like, what if you put a team like in Barrie?
No.
So all the north.
No.
Why? Why not?
Do you understand how finances work? No. You got to put it in a major.
But you're
metropolis.
gonna.
Nah, you couldn't do it there.
You can't do it there, man.
Is it too far north?
So think about this: teams flying in, they have to fly into Toronto,
Yeah.
and then go up to Barrie.
No, there's an airport in Barrie. Come on, guys.
No, it doesn't work like that.
There's definitely an airport in Barrie.
There's an
doesn't work.
airport in Hamilton that's
There's an airport
more.
in Hamilton too. It doesn't work that way, dude.
I don't know. I think you could I think a northern market would support a team and players and people would go. If you like, there's a team in Arizona.
No, you got to keep it in
Christ's
GTA.
sake.
I think it's good. Yeah, Scottsdale, and look how that team's doing.
I know that's what I'm saying.
It's just-
You
but
put a
look how
team
the
there.
teams-
Saying that
You
for
put a
20
team in
years.
Barrie.
Yeah, and then again, Gary Bettman and his poor leadership, just keeping this team keeping that team in Arizona, bleeding money, taking money away from the NHL. I don't know.
Columbus, Ohio has a team.
Yeah, but they're good.
But yeah, if Columbus, Ohio can
Now.
have a team, Barrie can have a
Yeah,
team.
but that's
No.
that they have. There's nothing around them. There's no other team in Ohio that has. a
There's
hockey
no other
team.
teams in Barrie. Thanks.
Are you comparing Columbus to Barrie?
Well, all of Northern
Oh my
Ontario
goodness.
people would go
Columbus
see.
has one of the biggest universities in all of America, Ohio State. All right, so you have a lot of population there.
I have an idea.
Barrie
Why-
has
I have an
cottage
idea.
country.
I have an idea. Why don't we just put a team in Port Colborne? Yeah, that makes sense. They'll support it. That's what you're telling me.
No,
This is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that Northern Ontario has 0 teams and all the kids play hockey.
No.
You have the minor league teams everywhere, and
You
all
want to
those.
keep it. If you want to make money, especially
Northern
for
Ontario has a team. They're called the Ottawa Senators.
yeah, especially for corporations. Corporations aren't buying seats up there. You need corporations to buy box seats. That's why you got to keep it in the metropolis of Toronto. That's why I say you put it uptown. Because if you don't have corporations buying in, that's the problem in Quebec.
So the metropolis of Columbus, Ohio.
I don't know what corporations are buying tickets,
Thank
but
you.
whatever. But if you don't have corporations buying in, and it's the same problem in Quebec, because they don't have anybody to buy box seats in there.
Okay.
If you don't have people to buy box seats, it's not going to work because you don't have the money. And who the hell's going to buy a team and say, yeah, I'm going to put it in Barrie? I'm going to spend billions of dollars to put a team in Barrie. Would you want to do that?
I wouldn't do it.
That's the
Someone
point.
put a team in Arizona.
Yes, someone's stupid. On Gary Bettman's behalf, someone said, "Hey, let's put a team here and keep it here for 20 years, even though it's bleeding money." That's just Gary Bettman. Anyway, but back to the Seattle thing. How? I don't know.
Go on.
I
You
think
just gave up on the conversation.
because
Like, I don't know.
I you guys know how I hate Gary Bettman. He's probably one of. Is he my most hated person in sports? It's either him. It's either him. No, I don't mind LeVar Ball.
Goodell?
It's either him or Stephen A. Smith.
Well, Goodell just got re-upped.
Did
he
he
get re-
actually sign it?
$200 million, 5 years.
Oh
They're
wow,
so good.
they're so stupid.
Good job.
$40
NFL.
million a year.
He's borderline like Gary Bettman. He's borderline not
Making the owners money, though.
yes, because he invented streaming football online. He invented that. every commissioner in every league is credited to they basically invented streaming.
came up with
sport.
streaming.
Yeah, it's his.
No,
it's
someone
his
had to
fault.
tell them that what streaming was.
It's his. He's the reason why they stream sports. No, the money is not commissioner's fault. The money is that's just people liking the sport. But anyway, Gary Bettman. I think the NHL should contract. That's not going to happen. They have way too many teams, but Gary Bettman is just stretching it really, really thin. He's going to give Jerry Bruckheimer this team.
Bruckheimer?
Yeah, apparently Bruckheimer really wants a hockey team.
The producer?
Yeah, because he plays like pickup hockey at Staples Center.
Nice.
Good for him, man. You know what? Bring it in.
They call that. They
where
call that.
when you see Justin Bieber playing hockey,
Yeah.
in LA, he's playing with Jerry Bruckheimer. and
Nice.
stuff like
Well, they call pickup hockey shinny.
that. Yeah, or whatever. But yeah, apparently he's gonna give Barry Bruckheimer. He's just gonna blow everything up real good. Gonna blow it up real good. Quickly, let's touch on the Olympics. So Russia has been banned from the Olympics.
I don't consider it a ban if they can still compete.
Well, the country is banned. The country
So
as a whole.
you can't win a medal for Russia in the
No,
Olympics.
they're going to be they're allowed to come in. The Olympics has said they can come in under a neutral banner, which is the Olympic flag, and they'll be called the Olympic Athletes of Russia.
Thanks. Well, you know what though? That keeps Ovechkin from leaving the NHL to go play.
No,
So.
this is the thing. Sorry. So Vladimir Putin has basically given his blood. A couple months ago, he said that our athletes won't go. Now he says they will go, but I don't think that's actually true. It's more like a Putin kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you can go, but behind the scenes he's saying, yeah, you can go. If you go, I'm gonna kill your family though. Type thing. It's gonna be one of those type things.
You can go, but I'll shoot you in the face.
Yeah, I'll shoot your dog in the face, like type thing. Now it's up. Now they're looking at the KHL, seeing if they're gonna right now they're saying
Send their
they're not
players.
going,
Yeah.
and now they're waiting to see if the KHL is gonna go into that. Right now they have their schedule already put up, and they are scheduled to play their games during the Olympic break. And obviously we know the NHL's not going. So let's wait and see. Let's actually see if the Russians do go.
Well, if they can't compete under their own country, they're not going to go. And that's they care about playing for their country. So if it'll be like the Olympic athletes of Russia, they're not going.
Well,
They
if you believe Putin and saying if you do believe him saying you can go, which I don't, then some of these guys will probably go. It's funny, kind of funny. Like Ovechkin's always the same hockey player says, "I'm going to go regardless." And now it seems like even if he said he's going to go, it seems like he's not allowed. He's not allowed to go.
Wells?
You don't care about the Olympics?
Yeah, I don't really care about the politics. The IOC is a joke anyway.
Oh, one of the most corrupt. Who's more corrupt, IOC or FIFA?
FIFA. No,
They're
FIFA.
like they're one of those hold my beer sort of things. So, like, they try and one up each other, right? They try and one up each other all the time.
I call FIFA. No
Anyway.
questions asked.
Most corrupt.
I don't know. IOC is pretty dirty too.
They're pretty bad, but like it's nothing close to what
Yeah,
happened.
they're having a hard time finding actual cities to actually host their cities now.
Yeah, well, because every time they go to a city, they leave it in ruins.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, they steal their money too. Like
Well-
billions of dollars put on these Olympics.
Like we've all seen those like photos of like how Sochi looks now, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all these other like Rio, like the photos of Rio that was in 2016,
Yeah.
and like in the summer we saw photos of like nothing gets used there anymore. Like they wasted so much money on it.
Oh, they put up even with because they had the World Cup in the same year. They had these $1 million or $1 billion stadiums.
But
put
at least
up
they did
right
a good
beside-
job at
right-
having both together.
right beside Shacks, but right beside shanties. That was a whole thing. Remember that during that whole thing. I was at a thing that when you get a bid or when you get to host the Olympics, you should have for 2 years or for 2 Olympics. That way you can actually you spend the money in the first Olympics to build everything,
Make the money back the second one.
and then you make the money
Yeah,
back in the second Olympics. I always thought they could do that, but I don't think the IOC is going to do that because they're
no,
going to lose a lot of their
because
bribe money.
yeah,
They're
exactly.
going to lose a lot of their bribe money if they do it that way.
Yeah, so I don't Olympics. I mean,
You still watch though.
the thing that is most important is the athletes getting to go.
That's what I
and those
think.
athletes still get to go. So that's all that really matters.
Yeah. I like the Olympics just for that.
It's
Like
about
people
service.
that and like I don't know what these guys do outside of the Olympics.
They train.
Well, right? Like
they go to a regular job and they train.
I don't understand
Yeah.
the logic behind like you fight for 4 years to make this team and then it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks is done.
That's it though. That's the Olympics.
And then you train
I mean,
for
there's
4
also
years
like
for 2
world
weeks.
championships for all
I
these
get
events
it.
and stuff like that.
But apparently these people can't like feed themselves.
Well, you can if you especially in the US, the Olympics, you can make a lot of money.
If
Like
you
look at
win.
Michael Phelps. Look at Michael Phelps.
That's different.
A lot of money. All those figure skaters, a lot of money. Any US, especially if you're a pretty girl, especially if you're a pretty
Lindsey Vonn,
girl,
what up?
especially if you're a pretty girl, they'll put you front and center in front of commercials and all that kind of stuff. I guarantee you, look at NBC right now. There's a pretty blonde
Lindsey Vonn.
skier. Lindsey Vonn. There's a pretty blonde skier or somebody or a tobogganer.
That's
that
a tobogganer.
that they're putting front and center, and they're getting all the commercials. I will bet money on that.
How do you think the athletes from the United States are feeling about
what?
going to represent Donald Trump?
They're not representing Donald Trump.
Oh my
They're
god.
representing
Are you
US.
one of those people too?
What's that?
Nobody likes Donald Trump.
Listen,
I know you love Donald Trump, but
Look,
nobody likes
man.
Donald Trump.
Here, I'm on the same fence as a lot of Americans were, where well, not a lot, but like I was a part of the whole. Let's just see what this guy does. Give him a chance.
Me too.
It's been a year.
And what? First of all, he's a troll. I get it. But
He
he's
is the
actually
worst. He
he's
literally
doing
has
a pretty
become-
good job as president.
Is he though?
Yes.
Like what? What has he done?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Tell me what he's done.
Yes.
Tell me what he's done. He keeps saying yes.
Economy's doing good. He's got his world politics are on point. People are afraid of
The
him.
banning of the Muslims on point.
What?
The banning of the Muslims on point.
Yeah, the fly
You
ban.
know what? That's his personal preference. You voted for him. He does what he
But
wants.
you said his politics are on point.
No, the country's doing well. Under him, the country's doing well, and people that are economists, whatever, are recognizing
So
that.
based on money, the country's doing well.
Yeah, whatever.
That's
You
all that
voted for him.
matters?
You voted for him. You take the grunt of what he does. It's your fault. You voted for him. That's how I feel about it.
But I think a lot of people who
I feel
didn't
it-
vote for him were still open to the fact that, hey, I'm willing to support this guy. He's my president.
He's a pig.
And he's
No, they are not.
No, they did. For the brief week where they're like, I'm going to give this guy
The
a chance.
brief week. Thank you. The leftist bullying for this poor guy. Like, and if you're
Poor guy.
if you're a united country, here's my vision. If you're a
He's a
united
pig,
country,
dude. He's a pig.
here's the thing. There is an election. And after the election, the person you vote to lead your country, you should stand by him for the 4 years of the term because that's what
you
democracy is
shouldn't.
about.
No, you shouldn't.
And these people do
No, you
not. And that's where I stand
Sorry,
on
we're
it.
getting into politics. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
Why?
Yeah, I didn't really want
No,
to
you
get to
shouldn't.
this deep into
No, you
it.
should not.
Why?
Just because if I voted for him and then I find out, hey, this guy's an idiot, I made a mistake, and I don't have to stand behind him. I don't have to stand behind him.
All right, well, don't. I don't care. I'm just saying,
Well,
if you vote in a democratic election, you're supposed to support whoever wins,
And he lost
despite
a
what you
popular
voted
vote.
for.
And he lost a popular
That's
vote.
not what a democratic election is.
No,
That's not what democracy works.
Yeah, that's not the way their election.
That's not how it works. Not based on how that country votes in their president.
But you're saying the majority of the country voted for him. They
No, I did not. I did not
did
use
not.
those words. I
No, he
said
won the election.
He won the election, which he did. So the entire country should support him to make the best country
I agree
possible.
with you on that.
He is not getting that support.
Because look what he's done.
He's a dick. He's a troll. He's a horrible person.
Yeah.
But they voted him in.
No, that's what you're missing. You're missing the point. Is people did vote him in. The people who didn't vote him in are now like, okay, I'll give him a chance, and then he does everything that he's done, and they're like, I'm sick of this guy.
I think they're going to vote him in again.
Why have all these like Hollywood producers,
Because they're
some stars,
leftists.
why have they gotten accusations and gotten charged or gotten like all these lawsuits
And he
against
gets
them?
nothing.
And he's openly talked about women certain ways.
Well,
He's-
just talking about all the sexual
Oh
harassment
my
that's
God.
going on.
why has he not been?
That's
Because
from
he's bulletproof.
17 years ago.
Okay.
So what? Kevin Spacey's is from the
He
80s.
hold on.
Whoa, whoa.
First, he self-accused himself. He just said this is what he does.
I think you're going down a slippery slope, Smith.
Not really. All I'm saying
But
is
I'm not
that
trying to blow this up here. I'm
Well,
just
I'm
saying.
not talking to Smythe. I'm like,
my
you're
logic
going
is
down a slippery
20 years ago we cited something and whatever.
So what about the Kevin Spacey ordeal that happened in the 80s when he was in his 20s?
Oh, Kevin Spacey did that last week, as well as when he
No,
did it
but-
all the way up until but an admission of self guilt backed by what? It's every time someone cries foul, it doesn't mean that the person is guilty. And I'm not saying Trump is a clean guy. What I'm saying is that
He's
someone
far from it.
Yeah, him saying he did something and there being serious accusations against him, totally different universes. Now, I'm not defending the guy. All I'm saying is that I
Sounds
don't
like you
think
are.
he's been giving a fair shake
sounds
yet.
like you are defending.
I think he hasn't had a country behind him trying to make it the best country possible as of yet. That's where I stand on it. But like, it's whatever.
The Habs, I don't know what happened.
3-2.
They won?
Lost.
The Habs suck. They still are garbage. Wah, ha, ha, ha.
I just wanted to add this before we finish tonight.
We're gonna finish because we're not running on
I
2
know.
hours.
But tonight was the first night in this stadium, the Atlanta Falcons' new stadium, that Chick-fil-A was open.
Why is that important?
It's very important, I think.
Because Chick-fil-A
very
opened
important.
up a restaurant in this building, and Chick-fil-A does not open up on Sundays.
Today's not Sunday.
I know, and this is the only night that it'll be open this year.
On Sunday, sir.
Unless there's a playoff game here on a Saturday.
I still don't understand why that's important.
No, because they don't open on Sundays. So the Falcons
I
normally
get it, but-
the Falcons totally they play on Sundays.
Why
And
would
this
you?
is-
Why would you open up a
something
restaurant?
that never gets open?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. It's never open.
All right, that's for the year.
The restaurant is never open.
They're so stupid.
Have you seen that new Detroit the stadium and arena in Detroit? Like all the stores and stuff like that, they're open all the time. They're open
Little
24/7.
Caesars Arena?
Yeah, all the stores in the arena and stuff, they're open all the time, 24/7.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
when
Yeah,
I was
it's a
in
lot
Philly,
smarter.
they have the.
Same
I went to a hockey game, and then I went to the stadium to go to a bar there, and it was in like December.
Oh yeah, but were the stores open
Well, I went at like 11 o'clock
No.
at night, so.
though?
So maybe not.
Yeah, so that arena is probably like that's going to be the new way.
All
There's
arenas should
basically
be like that.
there's basically a mall.
Yeah,
inside
it
the arena.
only
Now-
makes sense
now
that you
most-
can go there at any time, and there's also games that happen
Yeah,
once
most
in a while.
arenas and stadiums are built to be like multiplexes, right?
I know, but most stadiums like
They're not shopping
again,
malls.
we
This is a
live here in
shopping mall,
Toronto.
basically.
Like you can't go to ACC and the
Shop.
Rogers Center.
Yeah, they have the shop. The
No,
Rogers
they
Center,
do,
the
but
J
you can't-
shop's
but
open.
You can't go now.
Well, it's 11 o'clock at
I know,
night.
but in the morning you can't go.
There's a J shop at the Rogers Center you can go to. It's open all day. Same with the ACC.
Oh, it is
They have the
open all
Sport
day?
Check in there now. Yeah.
Yeah, that Sport Check's open all day. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you can't go to any of the stores. But that's what I'm saying. But anyway, that apparently that's gonna be the new
You ruined Nash's point. Is what we're
print.
trying to say.
Anyway,
I get what he was saying.
he understands what I'm saying. Yes, he understands what I'm saying. Anyway, that one was a long one. Every podcast I think is gonna go short.
And it
Goes
goes crazy
really,
long.
really long.
Listen, if you can cut this under a minute, we can go under 2 hours.
Okay. All right. So we're done.
I have one more. No.
Smythe, tell the people where you can find us.
You can find us on your basics: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. We'll be putting up polls all week, so make sure you guys check them out and give us your good opinions. Well else, tell them where you can find the Horseplay podcast.
Horseplay Podcast is on iTunes. Just search for Horseplay Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Horseplay_podcast. You can find myself on Instagram, Veepin52. You can find me on Twitter, V52. Get at me.
Ladies, what up?
And make sure you guys check out the Park Daily website. Please, please, please.
ParkDaily.com.
ParkDaily.com.
Nice.
Where's
the
my
Park Daily?
The Park
If you
Daily.
put Park Daily, it's some crazy Chinese website.
Guys,
TheParkDaily.com.
I think I saw my image being developed. It's in the makings, maybe.
Yep.
Nice.
Rebecca's hard at work.
Nice.
At the new logos.
Making wells.
Yeah. I am a real person, and I'm not the other guy on that picture.
All right, we out.
Later.
Nash Wells and Smythe host Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.